G'day, g'day. That's not right. Give me a second. There we are. All of my audio settings have been fucked up since I last. There we go. Since I did stuff. Yeah. I had to upgrade my computer last night, so it's just it be how it be. Anyway, hello. Let's play. Let's not think about today. Alright, woo! Hi, Aylin. Alright, game! Let's do it. Time to dissociate from doing voices. 23rd of October, 10:44. What was the last thing that happened in this game? I feel like it was like 10,000 years ago. Oh god, you know it's bad if I don't remember it. It's been 24 hours and my brain is in so much denial, I can't remember. Give me a second, I can figure this out. There was Mr. Hairbrain, he testified. There was the medal to testify that he teleported. Where'd the case end, though? We had to adjourn for the day because... Oh, no, we're in a break. That's right. Okay, we didn't actually finish this portion of the game. Okay, we had to... They're bringing in more witnesses. And that's where we are right now. Okay, okay. Mood. Mr. Narahara? What on earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along? My hypothesis, my amazing hypothesis. You've been picking holes in it from the start. And sorry about that. But you promised me. You said you'd prove that dreaded explosion was an accident, not a murder. You said you'd keep my precious invention from falling in anyone else's hands. But all you've done so far is try to undermine me. Yes, I did make you a promise, you're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis. The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there? But if I just run through some equations... Ah, yes, you see, it's because my work is incomplete. Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence, didn't he? Oh. Oh, no! How was your day? Let's not answer that question. Yesterday was really good. Ignore today. Yesterday was amazing. I played Baldur's Gate with Lily. That was great. I'm really enjoying Baldur's Gate.
I'm so excited to finally get to the new stuff in the game. Noted. Listen, it was... Let's put it in the simplest terms possible. It was very busy today, to the point where I had to message the third person who worked today to be like, hey, can you come in early? Because we were that inundated. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah. Okay.
Ugh, you're right. You're so right. It's all my fault. And I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster, not just as a scientist, but as a human being.
Well, that might be a little over the top.
And while we're on the subject, well, what about Barrick? He's being awful.
Claiming his old university friend is a murderer, you mean?
He's a disaster, not just as a prosecutor, but as a human being. Oh, but no, wait. He's the Reaper, isn't he? Perhaps he's not classified as Homo sapien anymore.
Oh my god. This is a hoggy vaggy. Oh my god. The hog for the vagina? What? I mean, I love you. Oh, that's his hair. Why is his head a dumpling? His hair looks great. I don't know what you mean. Today has been a bit like that, yeah. Hi Lily. It's good to see you. You're great. Oh my god, I need to tell you guys something really funny. You know, I've been a bit blah. Anyway, and I went to go hug Adara, and she was like, oh, Hannah, do you need a lullaby? And I was like, no, please, because nothing makes me cringe more than lullabies. And she's like, go to sleep. Good night. Sleep tight, Henny. And she's like, good night. And she just proceeded to sing really badly, just, and have a good sleep. And I like burst into laughter because I just had tears pouring from my eyes because I was like, Adara, you're a professional singer. Like, you sing in this fancy choir every week. I know you're a really good singer. And there's something so funny about her being like, no, I've got this. And then proceeding to butcher it. And you've given me quite a few lullabies, so I'm confused. No, I still think they're cringy. I can still sing them. But I don't want to listen to my own, like, whenever I listen back on, like, one of the, on one of the audio clips, I'm always like, oh, I really don't like it. That's amazing. I approve new national anthem. For Hungary? Or just for, like, the stream or something? No, and what was even funnier, right? So I asked Adara to, like, massage my back for a little bit. I'm lying on the floor, right? I'm lying on the floor like this. I can't see her. I'm not looking at her because my face is against the floor. And she just goes, just give me a second. I need to put my thumb back into place. I literally hear the audible crack of her thumb going, ah, yeah, that's the spot. Like, imagine the stream. Wait, just imagine with no context. You guys can't see anything. You just hear, guys, wait, give me a second. I need to put my thumb back into place. Oh, yeah, that's the spot. Isn't that weird? It's my favorite. She's my favorite. I meant for you since Realm of Exzellion and but like, I could petition the new PM. The PM might listen to me. It seems more about the hearing type. There's something so funny about the idea of ringing up the PM and be like, hey, I got a new idea for a national anthem. It's in English. It's not even Hungarian, but it's really funny. Honestly, for you guys, I'd be unsurprised. Yeah. Not very surprising at all. All right, let's keep going.
Yeah, what?
The machine and demonstration you prepared that were based entirely on your hypothesis, I presumed. There was no trickery involved?
I drew the plans for that machine with my very own hands. Every line was painstakingly drawn with the firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet, but please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it.
No, I don't. Alright, Professor. You're a fool! Hey, listen, he said he'll be more transparent and listen to the people. And my middle name is the Pope. Oh my god, really? Lily? The people. Oh, okay. Lily, the people, Effie. I was like, what on earth is your last name? Obviously your last name is Shrek. Yeah, AEST. Hell yeah, first female Protestant Pope. Yeah, woo! I approve this message. Are you trained? It all hinges on the demonstration. If the professor's hypothesis is sound, as he claims, it leaves him as the only person who could possibly have killed the victim. On the other hand, Mr. Sholmes was adamant. A practical implementation was impossible. Or atheist, agnostic? I don't know. I honestly don't know what I am. You can be like, hey, God, give me some of that juice. Orange juice, preferably. We have some orange juice in our fridge, just saying. I just vibe with the universe. You have to say that while you're doing this. I just vibe with the universe, you know? Okay. Please stop doing that. My ribs will cry. My ribbies are real sore. And my shoulder and everything else. But, you know, like, we're fine. And her name! In Her Majesty the Queen, in the name of Her Majesty the Queen. I like how they never specify what the Queen's name is. Like, they've only just mentioned that there's royalty in this game, and and it's like the third last. Like, this is like, it's been 2 games. All right, we have new witnesses. Though it ended in tragedy, the demonstration on the day in question was scientifically sound. And consequently, there we go. The sole person with the opportunity to have committed this act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time, the accused. He's making it so obvious.
Bailiff, show in the witnesses. And show them in, please. The witnesses whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally.
You're welcome. What the fuck is this guy? What the fuck is this guy? Hey, we know that guy. So good at this. I feel like I should just keep doing his voice with my nose half blocked.
Witnesses, state your name and occupation for the court to hear.
It just shows how imperative my nose is for that thing. Balthazar Loon. I am the impresario of all the hot air balloons in the vicinity of the Experimento stage. My name is Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund Stein. Sorry. I have come to the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia. Not German. Aww. That's cute. I'm very rich. Fuck this guy. Wait. Inspector Jaina Lestrade. Scotland Yard, I'm a great detective. Even Sherlock Holmes agrees. Nice. I was on security duty at the expedition, and I got to go up to one of them balloons. It was amazing. At this point, Bohemia was a part of, lol, funny, the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Why did you have to specify it, lol, funny? Stadia, thank you for the tier 1 subscription. 4. It's basically the same as cons, isn't it? Almost. No, well, not the same as cons, but maybe you sub. The point is, 4 years. 4 years and 10 months, much appreciated. I worship the great god Lemsip. Praise be. Praise be. Hello. Veer! Oh my god! I stayed awake to say hello. Hello! Oh my god! You can go to sleep now. Congratulations on your assessment. I'm so proud. I think it's so cool that you brained so well. Okay. Good on you. Well done. Applaud this man. Okay. Only maybe like 6 hours of sleep over the last 3 days. Holy shit, mate. That's crazy. I was waiting to get evidence to finish up a Phasma round, but the ghost turned on a phone and then threw it, and it clipped into the filing cabinet. The sound was awful. I couldn't turn it off, so I guessed and left. What the fuck? Yay. Viru's like, let the gambling commence. No. Okay, I gotta go BRB. But what about the gambling? Lily's like, I'm gonna make so much gold. There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage when the incident occurred. 2 of the witnesses were in one such balloon at the time and saw events unfold from the skies above. Make it sound like they were in the clouds. I was only an altitude of circa 60 feet, very low. Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can ya? 60 feet, about 18 meters then. Normal testimony of what you saw tonight. I gave all my money to Viru. It's now up to his wide investment. What? Wise? Let me know when Viru wins big. BRB. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so nervous now. Oh. Wife. Wise. Same thing. Oh. What'd you guess? Green? Why'd you guess green? It's red. Fucking give up. Wide! Wide! She tried. So close. Okay. It was an incident terrible. I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. There's the surge bang for the stage, and then the next thing, another bang in the sky beside us. Yeah. From amidst the smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere. The cage fell from the sky like a stone and crashed into the crystal tower. I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower. I was guessing ghosts, not bets. Most extraordinarily, a collective account, I must say. Can I just clarify something? There's a detail in the witness's testimony that I've not heard any mention of until now. Specifically that there were 2 explosions? More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places, yes. This is gonna be important. When the demonstration began, the balloon carrying the 2 witnesses was around here. There were other balloons in the air nearby at the time, carrying other passengers. Then, as power was supplied to the machine for the demonstration, the first explosion occurred. The so-called bird cage that contained the victim disappeared from stage, and a moment later, The second explosion occurred directly adjacent to the balloon carrying the witness. That's pretty scary. This is insane. I was very surprised. Suddenly a cage appeared before my eyes with a person inside. The blast was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a scene, so I kept my eyes wide. I would like another balloon, please. Danke, danke. I still have lots of money. Precisely who is this curious infant? I'm told he is a young noble of the Bohemian royalty. This will be important later. Apparently he disguised himself in order to steal unnoticed into the Great Exhibition. Yeah, I'm here in London on a sightseeing trip with my elementary school. We will have the benefit of a child's point of view in the testimony. Benefit? Then I remove my mask. This is what I look like. You look very cute. Oh yes, I see a delightful face. Yeah, everybody says so. Great disguise then. The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiate the facts for the court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully demonstrated. Is Gina in trouble again? No! She's a detective now, you know? She's a detective. She was investigating the case with Gregson. Gregson, apparently she applied to become a detective. And Gregson came in and said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of I'm gonna look after her." Sorry, my hands need moisturizer. Yeah. So she's testifying. Nighty bite, but night. Good night, Viru. We love you, buddy. Have a good sleep. Yeah, you're doing great, Viru. You've done well. Okay, how long until someone makes a comment about being surrounded by literal children instead of metaphorical? Won't take long, I'm sure of it. You can start the countdown. And furthermore, that until the arrival of the police, no one approached the Crystal Tower where the victim fell. How do you know that for certain? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Alright. What am I looking for here? Terrible, I'm only grateful that my balloons were not damaged. There was a huge bang from the sky, and the next second, another bang in the sky beside us. Hold it! So you actually saw the accident happen from up in the air? Yep. Isn't it amazing what a detective gets to do, eh? I'm telling you, Otto, being a lawyer's a mug's game. You should join the force and we can go flying together. You know me so well. Well anyway, could you tell us exactly what you saw, do you think? Everything. We saw everything because we were up above it all. That dodgy gov climbing into the cage and that dodgy professor pulling all them levers. And that's when it happened. That's when there was a massive bang and the cage disappeared, just like that. I don't know what to make of it, but then there was another bang right in my ear. I look around and there's a huge great fireball right next to us in the sky. And there was nothing there before.
Excuse me.
Master Guts, does your memory of the day differ? My teacher at elementary school said that when you meet someone for the first time, you should always use their full name. Yes, what was it again? Wilhelm Gottschalk Sigismund Olmstein. Just the 4 names then? You have something to say? Something to add in response? Oh, you get it right, Otto. It's Inspector Lestrade. Why does everyone have a problem with how I adjust them at the moment? That is not what I saw. Oh? Yeah. There was a second explosion and it was right beside our balloon. That is true. But I'm sure. Which is what I said, isn't it? One moment there was nothing and the next a massive explosion. My teacher at elementary school said that when someone else is speaking, it is rude enough to interrupt. You will have the most awful life imaginable. Are all Bohemians brought up to be so full of joy? Whoa. This guy's just hanging out. Just before the second explosion happened next to our balloon, I clearly witnessed a green balloon flying in the sky. What? A green balloon? What size? How big? A green balloon? Eh, you what? I never saw nothing like that. Well, I did. I saw it, and you can't say I didn't. I will explain to the council. I will cry and scream. My testimony is the truth. I am Bohemian Prince. You cannot say it's a lie. That is not allowed. Playing the bleeding royalty card, are ya? Typical. Says the orphan who likes to remind people she works for Her Majesty's Police. God, they're so funny. Very confused. We're gonna chill here. Yeah, we're just hanging out. A green balloon. Well, we do have a piece of material here, but what type of balloon are we talking about? Torn piece of canvas-like material backed with rubber. Not convinced. There are scorch marks around it. I need to find out more. Hold it! A green balloon, you say? Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. I'm a proud Bohemian Prince. All these questions are making me bored. I guess so. It's very wrong to lie. Lie? Flying balloon never explodes. For the same reason the planets never explode. It's logical. Who is this guy supposed to be? Please tell me that doesn't mean logical. If you insult me, you insult all of you Bohemia. Madai. I will have the army come and shoot up all your stupid balloons out of the sky. All of them. Can I have another balloon, please? Here are, Your Highness. If only all international incidents were so easily resolved. You know, it's so funny. You know, it's just so relatable. Now that peaceful relations have been restored here in the courtroom, perhaps we could return to the testimony. Did you also see the moment that the cage materialized, Mr. Loon? No, I did not see explosion myself. However! And I forget, am I making a dragon pattern for you, or did you pick one? That is not something that's in my brain right now. I decided though that I would very much like the deer. I would really like another deer with just the exact same colors. Oh my god, your dress! Where you mentioned something about wanting it sitting like the deer. Oh, the dragon. I think that was kind of like it's just the deer is so cute. You know what I mean? Oh, you want an actual deer? I kind of do. It's just real cute. It's been sitting in my room this whole time. I'm giving it to hopefully my aunt and uncle, who will hopefully give it to my baby cousin. And if they don't, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, I don't remember what colors. Can you send photo? I can. Yes. I'm trying to scroll back up to when we like last chatted about everything. Okay, there's the blues. Some of the blues. There's fluffy, clean doggo. Okay, and then there's the different squares for the February. We talked about it in January. I know that. There it is. Oh my god. Okay, we got there. Oh my god, you showed all the different blues. That's right. You had sparkly blue and like pale blue. I remember looking at so many of these and being like so indecisive about what the fuck I wanted. Did we decide on a specific pattern though? Did we? Oh, sorry. Come on. Surely we discussed which pattern. Because I also feel like there was a part of me that was maybe I should just go for the same one as Adara's, but then you also like sent me like 8 different designs. Just keep scrolling. Probably should have looked at media. Oh, Mudkip. Oh, it's the one for Da. And then the dark. Okay, that was okay. Wait, we're close. It's Oddish. As the dragon that was for Jane and Kirsty. A very good dragon. Traumatized Oddish. 7th of Jan. How did... What? No. I'm past the 7th of Jan. That can't be right. I didn't see it. But I found... Okay, wait. I found... the deers. There's the blues. There's more blues pictures. Okay, wait. Let me just can I forward? Can I? You know what? I'm just gonna press the pin button. That was for some of the browns. I don't know which of the browns, but the point. There's the colors. Okay, I'm gonna pin that. That's where I'm at. We're doing really well. Oh my god, photos of I've gotten way too obsessed with this. Am I crazy? You know, maybe we never had this discussion. I swear we had a discussion like literally after you visited. Which could have been the 7th, but I thought there was more than that. Oh, there's a unicorn. There's a jellyfish. And then there was all of your cool stuff in November. Very vague discussion. This is crazy, because I didn't think it was that long ago. Yeah. Maybe the discussion never happened. You know, maybe none of this even happened. Green. These are talking about Oddish combos. I swear it was after this, because I remember us having a whole discussion. Oh, no, I found it! Okay. I'm just gonna pin. I'm gonna pin all of these. It wasn't those ones. Just gonna pin all of them. Oh my god, the handhold one though! Oh no, Hannah, please. Please keep it together. They're so cute. That's a big Dargan. Oh my god. I really love the handhold ones, I'm not gonna lie, they're so cute. Alright, that should have been all the pens. Okay. Now let's look at the pinned messages.
There was Pwaffle.
Come on, load. Load. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. Oh no, they're all so cute. How is anyone supposed to make a decision? Playful Dragon is the cow Hannah Adara has. Yes, you mean the cow Dagon, thank you? Or Moo Dagon? I can put together the deer. I can send a photo of deer at some point. Actually, I think I took a photo recently. Let me have a look. 'Cause someone was asking me about it and I was like, meow, 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 meow. Or maybe that was someone else. I took a photo when you came down and visited me, which was Buggy Home. This is the share button. Discord? What's Discord? More? What's the share feature in this? There we go. Okay. I need to focus back on the game. Yes. How could I forget? The 26th. What? Snuggle is the one I made for your friend. Oh, the Snuggle one's so cute. The palm-sized Snuggler. Like, I really like the long tail too, and the eyes looking up adoringly. Like, it's so sweet, like, I could just hug it. On the other hand, the playful one is pretty good. Like, it's, like, good for, like, a bigger size, like Adara, like what Adara would want or something. But then the Spock, the mini dragon one, is equally as cute. Palm one I haven't done yet. Perfect, thanks, and sorry-ish. What? It's okay. Don't stress. Alright, how do you know this? Was it you who gave the order to keep people away? You said, Aldo. How could I have been? Was up in the balloon, weren't I? Right. Because I weren't available, it was the boss who had to leg it over there. And he was getting shoved and kicked all over in the panicking spectators, and he tried to seal off the scene. It was a real sight to behold, I tell ya. Amazing. Or Inspector Gregson. So anyway, I couldn't see the cage that fell because of all the smoke. And I didn't really want to see it, to be honest. I was scared out of my wits. Keep it together, Inspector. Our brain just went there because I'm starting to explore making my own patterns a bit more and was like, wait. No, that's fair. I just, in my brain, I'm like, you know, like, stick with something safe. But I like all of them, which is very difficult. It's a hard choice. Hi, Balvon. They encounter each other at last. But then the tiny ones. Oh, no, they're all so cute. I keep looking between the three of them and I'm like, no. It is all dragons cute. It is. Okay, hold up a second. What sort of evidence am I looking for? Do you see that what actually happened? No. In reality, I did not. I was after it hit the tower. There was a grand confusion around the stage. I ran to see what happened. I was terrorized by the idea one of my balloons had crashed. But when I looked up to sky, all my precious balloons were still there. I saw it though. I saw it slam into the tower. After all, I'm a detective. Then tell us what you saw, Inspector Lestrade. That's what I like to hear. I'm not moving from bed. How do I... Okay, I've pushed every statement except the first one. I followed this one. Am I supposed to present the fabric? Sorry, let me just... God, we've gone nowhere. It is present the green cloth. It's not made of rubber. Well, okay, it has a bit of rubber, I guess, sure. I don't know, it looks like canvas and rubber. Is that what's inside of a balloon?
Objection.
Oh. On statement 1. I fucked up. Well, whatever. Let's save before I fuck up more.
Objection.
Mr. Loon, in your testimony, you said that all 3 of the balloons you had operating at the time were undamaged. See, that is correct. If they had been caught in the explosion, it would have been terrible. I wonder if you might know what this is. Ah, I think it might be, see, part of a balloon. A burnt piece of fabric of the envelope. Sorry, the envelope? Pardon. That is the large round part of the balloon, which becomes filled with hot air. It is made from very thick fabric, lined with rubber. You do not want it to rip when you are in the sky. Just as I thought. This piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, Master Gotts testified. A green balloon did indeed explode that day. If all the balloons in the sky above the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Loon, then your statement that they were all undamaged clearly contradicts the evidence. No. No.
Objection.
The instantaneous kinesis did occur, but after the explosion on the stage, the point of materialization shifted to a location occupied by a balloon. Causing the balloon to explode, yes, eminently plausible. Right. An unfortunate traffic accident, as it were. Wow, what a statement. But it changes nothing about the pertinent facts. This I cannot accept. Why not? You are suggesting I am liar. That person died in balloon incident. There's no need to get fired up, Mr. Loon. The victim was the sole fatality that day. That's right, and I prove it. Balthazar Loon is no liar. There is no such balloon in the sky. It is not possible. You're saying it's impossible. Why? This court has more important matters to discuss than the number of balloons that were operating that day. i.e. But we can't ignore the facts that nobody appeared to have known anything about this other balloon until now. My lord. Further testimony. Grazie. Seeing this kid here is very ominous. As I said, Balthazar Loon is not a liar. Every balloon I had in sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell on ground in an explosion, there would be a catastrophe. But you can't get away from the fact that a burn-up piece of cloth was found at the scene, can ya? The coppers at the yard reckon it was probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage. That stupid Ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway. Whoa. So your assertion is the balloon this child saw was not one belonging to you? Si, exactamente. If he even saw a balloon in the first place, I do not like the sound of it. It is very bad for business. I have a good mind to sue the land of Bohemia. Wait, why? You attack us, we will fight back if we ever. May I have the cookie? What happened? If the defense is unable to find fault with the witness's statement, the court must consider them the truth. Think long and hard, my friend. Whatever it takes. Okay. Please no scream. Would a blanket and hot chocolate help? That only sounds like the correct thing. Almost 48 hours of tinnitus. Fuck. Hecky.
Hold it!
Push this comment. You mean the color is wrong? Si, senor. I do not have green balloons in my warehouse. And yet a piece of green cloth was found at the scene and it's unmistakably from a balloon. What? We do not know how that could be. For the sake of argument, let's say that a green balloon did explode above the stage. You couldn't therefore conclude that it happened on the day in question. Why not? There have been recreational balloon flights over Hyde Park operating from before the Great Exhibition. One could have exploded on some earlier date, unfortunate, as I'm sure you'd agree. See, exactly. As is not from one of my balloons. Clearly this little Ragazzo from Bohemia is mistaken about what he saw.
Excuse me.
Pardon. Is something wrong, Gots? I'm not even gonna say it anymore. Yeah, something's very wrong. I know what I saw. There was a green balloon here, I swear. I swear all over Bohemia. You can speak as much bad language as you like, but it changes nothing. I would like a balloon. You do not have evidence, Ragazzo, but I must tell your parents to punish you. Perhaps you will let the judge decide when it comes to punishments. Evidence? What is the evidence? Photograph, for example. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I have the photograph here. What? I have not been up in balloon for a little while, so I was very excited. Oh, I took lots of photographs. Oh my god, he's so proud. Of the crystal tower, of the Bohemian exhibit, of the street, and of the hot air sailor, the balloon. Did you take a picture of that? Yeah, one picture. Really? You did take one? All I wanted was a ride in a balloon. I was not interested in boring experiments. Yeah? Oh my god, yes! Slay, kid! Wait, no, bring it back. Ben? I see you are too shocked to speak. Give me a balloon. Perhaps you cannot see it was a green balloon from the photograph, but... That is not my fault. That is the fault of this stupid person who made the camera. Wah! Oh, you got intimidated by a kid. Wait. Aw, it's okay, buddy. Let me have a look. So there was another balloon. This is again kind of proving my idea. Like, think of it, right? A big explosion happens, right? The guy makes a pulley to this balloon. They set off this balloon somehow, don't ask me. Maybe they attach like a line to it or something. And then they attach him to it. And then they make a pulley system for him to get over here in like the smoke of the explosion. He shoots over here, the balloon popped, and then he fell down. But also this light shard here looks very strange. I don't know if that's just the sun or if it's supposed to be something else. Or if it's proof that something is shooting at the balloon, even. But at the moment, we don't have any evidence to suggest that anything was shot. Like, well, is there like a gun? I don't know. I mean, no one is in the photo. Okay. Chess key. That makes sense. Why would I have a stream of light behind it, though? You know, guys, I always make sure that all of my crossbow bolts have a stream of light echoing from it. Unless they put a mirror on the crossbow bolt. Or it's just... whatever. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. Well, I guess now we have direct proof that that's not the case, because... Let me save. Let me verify.
Objection.
That wasn't the right one? Maybe all three of my balloons were carrying passengers if they fell to the ground in the explosion. I mean, it does very clearly show that there's no one in the balloon. So maybe that's what I want to contradict in particular. Let's try again. Keep pressing the wrong buttons.
Objection.
Okay. Unfortunately, the photograph Master Gotts took can't tell us the color of the balloon, but it tells us something else, something crucially important. What? It shows that the pictured balloon wasn't carrying any passengers.
Oh my goodness. But surely all the balloons have been carrying passengers. There would be no sense to it otherwise. See, they are for pleasure, for seeing the view. My balloons only fly with passengers.
Which tells us the pictured balloon isn't one of them. So when the incident occurred that day, there was a fourth balloon in the sky above the experimentation stage. The mysterious green balloon.
I know nothing. Niente. I only tell you one thing. If this balloon was not carrying passengers, then it was not one of mine.
His head is...
Objection.
There are clearly one such entrepreneur decided to capitalize on the opportunity presented by the Great Exhibition and managed to operate balloon flights on Mr. Loon's patch without him realizing. Oh, my back. See, the competition. Trying to steal my profits. I did not notice because of the experiments that went wrong on the stage.
Right, so them scraps that fell to the ground after and left them scorch marks, that didn't come from the stage at all. It was bits of the balloon raining down. Because no one saw it, it didn't get no attention. Which is insane, because where's the rest of the scraps of the explosion? A mysterious fourth balloon carrying no passengers, silently floating over the experimentation stage.
This photograph shows us nothing more. A stray balloon carrying no one and operated by some rogue trader. His relevance does elude me, I must say.
Oh! He's trying. I like the corn kid. We really got to the truth yet? No. I can't let this opportunity slip by. The jury's minds are made up and not in our favor. What else can this photograph tell us? There's more!
Objection.
Actually, does it show where it's shot? Please don't give your decisions yet. The photograph from Master Guts may be highlighting one more vital clue. What's that? A vital clue.
Objection.
We're well past the point of mere possibilities. It's time for the definitives now, so tell the court.
The owner, the color, the cause of the explosion. Well, if we go with the crossbow theory, we at least have, like, it's just hard to believe that that's, like, it's a weird beam of light, isn't it? But also, like, where is it orientating from? From down here? In the middle of the smoke? Unless the person had someone else. It does quite clearly show though, like if we say that someone from the crowd shot up at the balloon to explode it, obviously this guy, like he's nowhere near him right here in this photo, you know what I mean? Like, it shows very clearly that he's separate from this, whatever stabbed him. Also, what's happening back here? This is a tiny kid and a mom. It's funny that the scattering of people in this image is like, there's tons of people here and then there's just no one? Or is this on top of, what is this area? Sorry, it's just me being like, I want to envision the whole like city that they're in. Like it looks like they're an entire like palazzo or something, you know, like separated like up like a platform. A platform on top of a platform. That makes more sense than my brain seeing this as like a roof of some sort. That confused me. Cause? We can reasonably assume that the picture balloon was destroyed in the searing heat of the explosion. Yeah, that is right. It was not my fault.
Evidently. Because the burn cage from the kinesis machine materialized in the air where it had been flying. And the balloon being filled with flammable hydrogen instantly and explosively ignited.
No, that's not what happened.
What?
It's still just kind of hard to believe. If you look closely, it's plain to see, and what's shown is linked to another piece of evidence we have. But a crossbow wouldn't look like this. A crossbow bolt does not shine light this specifically. But, I mean, it can't be anything else. But it looks like it's being shot from the crowd, right? Like, I can't see clearly where this is. I don't know, man. I don't know. The timing of the photograph can only be described as miraculous. So stupid. This is what crossbow bolts look like. If you look, you'll notice there's a bright white line that appears to point directly at the balloon.
Most likely a ray of light caught incidentally from the film.
I agree, Zeeks! Anyway,
I'm afraid I can see nothing of the sort.
if you look with a magnifying glass, my lord, it becomes clear. Oh, okay. Wait, so in this entire game, the magnifying glass hasn't mattered until now? It doesn't. It still looks like a ray of light. What do you mean? What do you mean, game? I'm just saying, it's always annoyed me that I have this weird magnifying glass thing and it has not mattered in the slightest, okay? Like, whether you look through this or not, it looks the exact fucking same. Am I crazy?
What is that?
A beam of light from heaven.
Undeniably, some flash of light.
Oh golly, do you think it could be lightning? Yes, that's it. Mm-hmm.
I believe maybe looking at fire.
Fire?
A bolt of fire.
Okay, that makes more sense. I agree with this. Okay. If it's on fire, I'm willing to accept any of this, okay? I was just thinking of like a normal bolt. Like, I know they're made of like a metal and stuff, but it's really hard to believe that. Man, I took this gorgeous shot of like someone with a cross, like someone shooting a crossbow the other day, and it was perfectly glinting the sun off. If it's on fire, now that's viable. It's still kind of hard to believe, but like, it looks so stupid. Okay, whatever. It's an old camera.
Even to my aging eyes,
And mine, apparently.
and what appeared to be a flame of sort. My word, are you suggesting the flame struck the hydrogen gas that filled the balloon? That's absurd. The balloon would have been 60 feet above the ground at the time. No flame could possibly reach such a height.
Actually, it's my opinion that a particular piece of evidence found at the scene reveals how is exactly what did happen. Man, I'm so good at English. I'm just saying. Hi, Cameron. Good morning. Illy. Spur or ankle positivity. Yeah. This was found hidden at the foot of a small ornamental tree near the scene.
Good lord, is that a crossbow?
An arrow dipped in oil and set alight could have shot from this weapon, sending a flaming arrow straight into the hydrogen-filled balloon. But then, like, who shot it?
Are you suggesting that crossbow was used too deliberately?
Blimey, you're right. That streak of light in the photo looks like an arrow, isn't it?
Then, the explosion in the balloon it was.
Very likely result of a flaming arrow from this crossbow igniting the hydrogen gas inside.
No.
This is weird.
If they aim.
Sorry, I'm sleepy. Okay. If the aim was to cause the balloon to explode, the shooter could have used a gun of sorts. However, there's an obvious reason why that would have been out of the question.
The noise of the discharge, of course.
That's right. By using a crossbow, the projectile could be fired at the balloon silently. Still seen by tons of people. I don't know about you, but if I was in a giant crowd of people, especially with balloons in the air to begin with, you would notice if someone was sitting in the corner like, but whatever. Well, yeah, if someone had gotten a gun off in the exhibition grounds, it would have caused a real panic.
But with big explosion, that was very big panic anyway, no?
I don't like this. I should be pleased to have found a plausible new explanation for all this, but something feels wrong.
Objection!
Do you understand the implications of what you're saying, my friend?
If a flaming arrow did indeed hit the balloon, then obviously it would have exploded. And if the bird cage appeared from the cloud of smoke, that ensured... What? What? I don't actually know what's being said here. What did I say? That ensued. Sorry. What? Wait a minute. What? Are you really saying it? I don't get it. Was the bird cage beamed up into the sky after all, or what?
My goodness.
Ah, now I understand. That's what that sinking feeling is. I think there's a good chance that the birdcage was actually concealed inside the balloon all along.
Okay.
Oh, so what? We're gonna find out that the body that was put inside from afar was a fake body? And then they stored the other body. Was the guy dead? This raises two questions. When did the guy specifically die? If there is, like, we're gonna assume this is gonna tie into the wax place, or, place. How did they get a dummy that looked like the guy? But also... like, when did the wax thing get, I don't know, switched out without Hairbrain knowing?
Did I just hear that correctly, Katsu?
There's no going back now. The horse has bolted. Pardon. Let's assume, as I said, that the birdcage was hidden inside the green balloon from the start. On stage, when the experiment was started, the birdcage and the instantaneous kinesis machine disappeared in a cloud of smoke. At that moment, the flaming arrow was fired from the ground, causing the green balloon to explode, drawing the attention of the spectators to the sky above their heads. From amid the smoke, the hidden birdcage that appeared to fall down and crash into the crystal tower. I think you agree it's entirely plausible. Okay, wait. Can we go back to this? Sorry, let's just, okay. So, sorry, I'm just trying to understand the causality of events here. Because, okay, let's say the real person, right, is strapped into this machine, okay? The real person is strapped into the machine. Hairbrain, I guess, isn't looking at him. He's too busy doing calculations. There's like smoke going up everywhere. There's like a fog cloud to make it more fancy. He gets out of the, he would have to get out of the machine. Okay. He got, like, this is the person who died, right? The person got out of the machine, went down here, shot up at the balloon. Let's assume that he put a duplicate of what was in here, and including the wax body in the machine. So he did that, shot that up here. And then his plan, again, theoretically, this would have to be his plan in order to prove that all of this is his. Because again, I'm under the impression that the guy who died was trying to cause a massive fraud, right? He was trying to commit fraud while Hairbrain was completely innocent. This guy down here, the victim, would have had to go into the tower and get upstairs fast enough to switch himself out with the wax dummy. And then appear like, oh my god, I did it. It was successful. Whoa, how did we do that? So he could get money from the government. The question is that at some point while he was going up here and about to switch with the body, someone went over to him and stabbed him. But Gina already said that she didn't see anyone go near the body. But she also didn't want to see the scene itself either? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out again, like, when he died, though. Whatever. Who has the motive to kill this guy? That is the only, like, good grief. That's the only, like, causation of events that makes slight amount of sense. Also, this guy's number of balloons keeps changing.
This is ludicrous. What you've described is no science experiment. It's child's play, a contemptible display of stage magic.
Both Mr. Sholmes and Iris said the experiment was scientifically impossible, in which case this is the only way to explain what happened that day.
In any case, the victim's body was found inside the birdcage in the Crystal Tower. And if that instantaneous kinesis didn't take place, how do you explain that?
Yeah, really trying to figure out the minutiae of that. If I may put in word, as a man of magic myself. Perfect, yes. I call this man up.
Such apparent discrepancies can easily be explained by some simple deception. Juror number 3! The Chad? All that would needed is a doppelganger, someone who looked very similar to the victim, Mr. Asman, and having this other man appear on stage to front the show as a body double.
Yes! Perfect!
Ah, yes, of course. So in fact,
Mr. Asman must have been inside the birdcage that was concealed inside the balloon right from the start.
That balloon would have been filled with hydrogen. Anything inside it would have been scattered to the four winds when it exploded. No one would ever have embarked on such a risky adventure. Well, I could have been below it. Not necessarily. The explosive force of the balloon gas would very much depend upon the mixture ratio. Sure, man. Whatever you say. There's a reason I didn't do science in high school. Well, science past year 9. I did psychology. Psychology counts. Black balloons are rarely filled with pure hydrogen, but a mixture of other gases such as helium. Helium on its own doesn't explode, but by controlling the gas mixture ratio, the explosive force can be altered. The mixture ratio. Obviously, the victim's body would have suffered some burns that would be unavoidable, but not to such an extent to render the whole obscene charade impossible. I love the jurors are just chiming in with like, I have my own personal opinion. This is insane. Less hydrogen equal less boom. Thank you. That makes makes a lot more sense. I probably did just technically read that, but like he's seeing that, it's a relief. Okay. No one was allowed near the stage was ages, so I reckon that's where the murder actually happened. Maybe? Fuck, I accidentally clicked. Sorry, I clicked into a different thingy. Okay. It was all part of an elaborate deception to make it appear that instantaneous kinesis had occurred. Well, goodness me. And if we accept that this is what happened, it means that the victim, Mr. Asman, was never present on the public experiment stage to begin with. In short, he couldn't have been killed by the defendant who was on stage in full view the entire time. Ugh. This would be very hard for the prosecution to counter. Lord Van Zieks can't credibly maintain that Professor Harebrained is a suspect now. Oh. Yep, here he goes.
Mr. Naruhodo, I appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
Professor?
But you can't stop now. Just keep your mouth shut, please.
Damn. Sorry? Ah, yeah, he's not exactly happy right now. What's all of this about, Mr. Harebrained?
I, Albert Harebrained, hereby confess that it was me who stabbed Mr. Odie Osman. Yes, it was me, with my faithful friend and partner, Andrew the Screwdriver.
What? What are you doing? Oh my god. Defendant, explain this sudden confession. Professor Harebrained, what are you talking about?
It's what I've been saying all along. I must protect my hypothesis and my precious machine. You must stand there and claim it was all a trick, all an elaborate prank. But where's your proof? No, you have to examine the machine if you wanted to prove it. But then it would all be over. My precious hypothesis would be laid bare. I mean the indignity of it.
It's clear that you drew the plans for the experiment, but you didn't actually build it. It's quite conceivable that you were duped, Professor, and you'll just let me...
Barrack!
Yes.
I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you say. I swear it. So please. Ensure the Special Dispensation of Scientific Equipment Act is adhered to and protect my creation.
This is kind of funny. No, don't be a fucking fool. I'm not going to let my friend die. He's so funny. I love him. Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice at this critical juncture. Here's to my friend. Aw, thanks. And his upcoming attempt to clarify the defense's position in the light of the accused's confession. Ah, shit. Do you intend to formally assert that the experiment was nothing more than a conjuring trick?
Yes, actually, I do.
The Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act that protects the professor's invention will cease to apply. The prosecution will then demand a rigorous examination of the machinery involved in order to establish the truth. However, if you acknowledge that the machine is genuine and instrumental in the victim's murder, any chance of investigating will be crushed, and the confidentiality of the professor's hypothesis preserved. Ugh.
Surely my client actually asked of me was to prove that the explosion stage was an accident and protect the secrecy of his hypothesis. But there's no way to do that without implying the professor's guilt. Do I protect my client's life by asserting his innocence, or do I uphold my client's request but see him condemned? Either way, I can't avoid betraying his trust. He doesn't want to die.
You've been silent long enough. Isn't talking your trade, my friend? Or has all knowledge of English escaped your confused mind?
I mean, I'm definitely struggling right now.
Mr. Naruhodo.
There's no escape here. I have to make a choice. But it's an impossible one. I have to give up on something. But what? Where's Sasato-san? Where's Sholmes? Where's Iris? Okay, see, this is the thing, right? Is that I still feel like it's kind of rude to be like, it's all a trick, okay? Like, obviously the trick is what we needed to do. Like, even if what's his name is upset about it, like, fuck him. Does he want to die? If he dies, he doesn't get the chance to see his hypothesis come through. The mind is more important than the invention, okay? I got sent to TikTok and got distracted. Yeah! How's it only 9:17? Obviously I click conjuring trick, right? Because otherwise the thing won't continue. Okay, alright. It doesn't matter. I just read it and it says it doesn't matter. A conjuring trick. I still think a conjuring trick makes sense. Ugh. No, I can't say it. My client placed his faith in me. I can't let him down. What must I give up on? It's not the question you have to ask yourself here. It's what can I protect? What? 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 How is she here? I think I'm seeing things, guys. Are you a hallucination? My hand go through? She's back! We love her! Yeah! Hello again, Mr. Naruhodo. Wow, it has been a while since I've done her voice. It's been far too long. Sasato-san? Who let you in? Hiya! Ugh. Man, I miss that pain. It'll be time to talk later, Mr. Naruhodo. You just flipped the defense in this critical juncture. What? Professor Hairbrain. Yes? Yesterday, you told me that science is the pursuit of truth. Well, my job is to pursue the truth too. Yeah! Yeah, of course. And personally, I believe that you didn't stab Mr. Asman. I think you've come to realize something yourself too, haven't you? That your experiment and the machine you built with the victim are questionable. The truth behind that is what we must both pursue now. Whoa! Rhino getting high on shrooms? You mean Ryunosuke? I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense, obviously. Sasato can't be here. Because that means, because Sasato... Well, I mean, they did say we'd been here for 9 months, I think, at this point, which means, theoretically, that is enough time for Sasato to go back home for 3 months, or for at least of 2 months, and then get back on... That's a really long way, though. Would you spend 3 months... Like, I'm just saying, it feels kind of rude to get on a boat. Travel one way, only spend 2 months at this other location to then spend another 3 months trying to get back. Okay, not quite 3 months, but still. 2.5. What?
And as for you, Albert, you can't ignore this any longer.
Yes. My man. Duh.
Having heard my friend's assertion, don't you have something to say?
Yes.
But Barrick.
Levenzeeks? Gosh, I keep not expecting her anymore. I'm like, she feels like a jump scare. I've never heard him speak that way before.
In truth, there is one thing. Something I've remembered that's of relevance.
What?
On the day it happened, just before I began the experiment, I saw a man near the stage. A man holding that crossbow.
I beg your pardon?
Professor? Did the man have any distinguishing features? What did he look like?
Taller than me, and thinner than me, with straight hair, straighter and whiter than mine. Let's see, one less lens than me too. A monocle, a rather stylish black monocle. But one thing in particular will help to positively identify the man, you see. I know him very well. After all, he's the engineer who built my invention.
He saw a duplicate in the field. I mean, if she's a hallucination, she's a bit of a jump scare, right? I was trying to use Iris's because I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, she says Runo, not Rhino, but it's alright. It's been 2 months, 10 days since case 1. No, since like the beginning of the game though. It's been like 9 months, right? They were at... Wait, no, it's been longer than that. Wait, it was like 50, it's like 56, 52 days, whatever it was. So that's like two... It's like 2.5 months. Traveling to England. And then they spent 2 months in England. Only for her to spend 2 months getting back. It's like 8-ish. I don't know. Case 1 of Resolve. Oh yeah, that's this one, yeah. He built the machine?
That's right. Mr. Esmond introduced him to me a year ago. He's a man of the name of Enoch Drebla.
What? Enoch Drebla? What?
Does his name mean something? Members of the jury seem flustered.
Your name bears scientific wishes to hear. The man's an abomination.
Not a name any conjurer wishes to hear either.
What on earth is he? I'm afraid this isn't the first tale of the nature that I've heard in scientific circles in connection with that name. There's talk of another flamboyant experiment that turned out to be nothing but stage trickery in the end. Obviously, the rascal is after the government's research grant money. And the magicians are in need of money. I have heard of them resorting to these underhand tactics. Some acquaintances of mine with experiments of such things have mentioned Enoch Drebla's name before.
Oh, my tummy.
These ones confuse me. I'm here for the vibes.
That's alright. Sleepy sleep.
The man is both an engineer and a magician, yes. We're dealing with an unparalleled confidence trickster here. That's Enoch Drebla for you. Bro didn't know. Surely this is proof that he didn't do it. Alright, well I was right that there had to be someone else working with them.
So it's true then. My invention. My great invention, it was just a grand illusion.
Considering what we heard about Mr. Drebber's character, I'm sorry to say that sounds increasingly likely.
Even though no one else believed it. I wanted to. I wanted to believe that machine would function exactly as my hypothesis predicted.
Which is why you were so opposed to it being investigated.
I knew that if the machine was examined in detail, its construction would give away my hypothesis. Obviously, I didn't want that to happen, but at the same time, I knew that if it was found to be nothing more than a trick, then a work of deception, then everything I'd worked towards, all my research, all my dreams, all my whole life would be over.
So would it be if you died for this crime, but that's fine.
I was terrified at the prospect.
So you really had no idea then, did you? About the true nature of the machine that was built?
I never questioned anything. I didn't want to question it.
It's entirely possible that Mr. Asman and Mr. Drebber were working together to use you as a means of fraudulently acquiring the research grant money.
Let's go.
Makes sense.
When I announced my invention to the crowd that day, it was the finest moment of my career. I pulled all the levers and turned all the dials in exactly the way Drebber had described. When smoke suddenly started billowing out, I panicked. I didn't know what was happening. But I really don't know how the whole illusion was made to work. I don't know anything anymore.
Poor guy.
Let me confirm one final point with you, Professor. Do you now consent to the prosecution submitting the necessary paperwork to release your invention from the protection afforded by the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, please go ahead. I'm very sorry.
Surely this should exonerate him of the crime, right? He doesn't know what's happening.
We have to suspend the proceedings for today. Lord Van Zieks, my lord. The court has newly been made aware of another party whose involvement in this matter is critical. Yes, Mr. Drummo. Gather information about the man if possible. With pleasure, my lord. Now, counsel the defense.
Yes, my lord.
When we reconvene, I shall be looking for one thing and one thing alone from you. Evidence that the defendant is innocent of the crime for which he presently stands accused.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Good night. Everybody, good night. Do. I was really hoping we'd be so close to the end of this chapter by now, but that's fine. 1:36 p.m. Good job, buddy.
Mr. Naruto. I'm so sorry. I was so wrong. You were right. I tricked you. You trusted me. I dragged you into my mess. Oh, how did it ever come to this? I'm so sorry.
Do you have no idea, Professor? About what happened?
Naturally. The machine was the embodiment of my hypothesis, of all my hopes and dreams. I had complete faith in it.
Right, in that case, I won't say any more. Now, sadly, the murder accusation against you still stands, so we must do as much investigation as we can before the trial resumes tomorrow.
Well, thank you for doing all this. Tuhu?
He's really got quite a pretty face behind the glasses. Oh, absolutely! There's a reason why him and Barrack were friends, just saying.
I'm so sorry for arriving late this morning, Mr. Naruto.
Arriving late?
Didn't you receive my postcard? I wanted to let you know when I'd arrive.
Postcard? What postcard?
I hid it from you, Runo, so it would be a surprise.
Bitch.
Well, did it work?
I was surprised, alright, especially when she threw me to the ground.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I was just so happy to see you again that it sort of slipped out.
Maybe we could stick to more traditional displays of emotion in the future. Yeah, like hugs, kisses.
Susie's train was late and took London Victoria this morning, you see? But we made the coachman really whip the horses hard so she didn't miss the whole trial.
Sure.
I was watching from the gallery for a while, but in the end, I'm afraid I couldn't contain myself.
Well, I'm glad you didn't.
Oh.
Having you on my side in court gives me the strength I need to win. I'm so proud. I'm delighted to see you back in London.
Oh, you're too kind, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm delighted to be here. I hope I can continue to be of service to you.
Of course, sir. What brought you back? Did Professor Makotoba not protest?
Well, let's save all that conversation for when we're back at home, shall we? You know, I've made one of my most special blends ever for this special occasion.
Oh, Iris, how wonderful. I can't wait.
Damn. Susato-san was back in London. It's hard to describe how happy that made me feel at the time, but despite my elation, our tale was about to take yet another extraordinary turn. I love my frogs. Yeah, anyway. "2:41 p.m. Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum.
Oh, this room. It's been too long. It hasn't changed in the slightest, though. And it's been some 6 months, hasn't it? That's a long time for things to stay so familiar.
I didn't know when you might return, and I wanted everything to be as you left it. But it has been some 6 months, it's true. What the fuck? 6 months, man. 6 months.
So is your father alright, Susie? What happened?
My father?
Yeah, Professor Makotoba. I mean, it was half a year ago, but that's when you went back to Japan. Because of... It's just recapping. Okay, we know what happened.
I think I wrote about it in my letter to you, but that it was all a trick. My father is in fine health, and I'm obviously very relieved about that.
We're all delighted to have you back. It's quite by chance that I've been able to return to Europe, actually. Wrong voice.
It's because of a very grand conference called the International Forensic Science Symposium. Anyway, I've arrived safe and sound, and all that matters is that I'm here now. After all, I haven't yet fulfilled my promise to you, Iris.
Huh?
You must tell us everything that happened while you were in Japan.
Of course.
There's one other thing. Something you wrote in your letter that particularly grabbed my attention. About you-know-who.
I know. I'll tell you all that I can.
Alright.
When I first arrived back in Japan, I really thought I'd never be allowed to return to Britain. But curiously, after that awful trial at the Supreme Court, Father's mood changed entirely.
The awful trial? Oh, for the murder of Giselle Brett.
Oh, you dressed as a man then, didn't you, Susie?
Oh, well, yes. Since women are forbidden in the courtroom, I had no choice.
Wow, amazing! I wish I had seen it, don't you, Rono?
Yeah, I suppose.
I want to play being a lawyer now. I could wear a false mustache, maybe.
I don't think any mustaches could hide the fact that you're just 10 years old, Iris. Something else I've been wanting to ask you. The real reason why Professor Makotoba summoned you back. You said it had something to do with the convict's loot we found in Mr. Natsume's lodging?
That's right. The very large dog collar we found with the bee emblem on it. It seems Mr. Natsume included a drawing of the collar in the report he submitted about time in Britain. I understand that when Father saw the report, he turned as white as a sheet.
Why would that be?
Father came to Britain himself, of course, to study. It was some time ago now, but he stayed for 6 years. I can only imagine that something must have happened during that time. If he refuses to tell me what it was, then I intended to find the answers for myself. And I've decided that I, for one, won't keep any more secrets.
Oh, Susie!
Oh no, we're gonna have to tell her about the dad. I'm not ready for that conversation.
Yes, and from Japan, my father and Judge Chikoku have been invited.
Oh, they're here. Okay, just wait for it. Makotopa's gonna, it wouldn't be crazy her dad ends up committing a crime. Just wait for it.
It's something of an honor, I believe.
Well, Professor Makotoba is the leading expert in forensic medicine in our country, after all. But who's the other person you mentioned? A judge?
Yes, His Excellency Judge Seishiro Jigoku. You've met him in the Supreme Court.
I do like that the judge is now doing something. Like, it just makes it all the more ominous. When we saw him, like, animated in the end of, like, the first case, it was kind of like, is this guy gonna be more important in the future? And the answer is, surprisingly, yes. They're bringing everyone to Britain now.
As father was invited to the symposium, he agreed to me returning to Britain, too. He won't actually arrive until next month, but I couldn't wait.
Oh, okay. He still has a month until he comes by.
So I pleaded with him in the end. He agreed to me going on ahead.
About the symposium, it seems as though Lord Strongheart has put in an awful lot of work to make it happen. It's obviously very important.
I believe it is, yes. As I understand, Lord Strongheart organized the entire event himself.
So he can murder everyone. Oh, that would be so cool. I mean, it would be terrifying, but like, we don't want that to happen. But I think it would be really cool if it's like, we have, for the final chapter of the entire game is investigating an entire murder scene. Oh my god, it'll be like the hour of joy in Poppy Playtime. That would be really fucked up. But I'd be very impressed if Ace Attorney did that. Because they won't. They will not do that. But everybody place your bets. Who is going to die? Makotoba, the judge, or Strongheart. It's got to be one of the three, right? We've got three viable options. I want to say Makotoba because he feels like he's hiding secrets and then he ends up dead and it's like, what secrets was he hiding all along? But on the other hand, like, Jikoku would kind of make sense because we don't know much about him, so we could kill him off really easily while being suspicious of Makotoba. What's going on, phone? What you making noises of? Most senior person in the British justice system. It'd be really cool if Strongheart died, though, because he strikes me as very much as a type of the GATS person. So, you know, he would totally do a crime, but it'd be just as cool to see him die from a crime. Anyway. Sorry, I'm really excited now to know all these, like, important characters are all going to be gathering together. Does Professor Makotoba know Lord Strongheart personally, then, I wonder? Actually, Lord Strongheart gave me a long speech all about this very subject only yesterday. But I sort of lost the will to live early on and didn't really listen to much of it.
I'm trying for you. Yes, Giselle Brett. That's a name I won't forget for as long as I live. Extraordinary thing is, though, it seems it's a name we should all forget.
Sorry?
Since the incident, our government's intelligence services have been investigating Miss Brett. But it turns out an Englishwoman by the name of Giselle Brett didn't actually exist.
What? Didn't exist? But how could that be?
It was a pseudonym. Her real name was Shin, and she wasn't a visiting student either. It was a front.
A front? Who on earth was she then?
Miss A. Shin.
Oh, the name that was on the disc. Oh my god. So wait, that's proof that Kazuma. So that was so we've proved. So it's like, okay. So fuck shit. Okay. Oh my god, it's coming together slowly. Oh, okay. Wait. We need to calm down. Okay. So in case number 5. In case number 5 of the previous game, there was a sound disc, okay? There was a disc that had a music box on it, and it played a series of sounds, and we found out that it had 3 names on it, okay? It had Kazuma's name, okay? And we now know that Kazuma was probably a secret agent of some sort. Aishin, which we're finding out is at least this secret agent. And something, what was the other one? I don't even remember what the other one was. I don't think we know. Makes me wonder, like, are they secret intelligence services of Japan going to Britain, or are they, like, Britain going to Japan, or both? Like, is this something Strongheart is orchestrating, or is this something someone else is orchestrating? It's hard to know. Anyway, her name, who's talking?
Her name is literally all our intelligence services have been able to ascertain about her. Nobody knows why, or even how she came to Japan. It's a complete mystery.
But that makes no sense. I clicked too fast. It's no easy task to be accepted as a foreign student anywhere. What could that woman have been up to?
I'm afraid I don't know. The only thing we can be sure of is that she had some business in our country that we don't yet understand.
Now she's been killed. Can you imagine her not anticipating dying? Why do I feel as though I've heard that name before?
Because we have.
4. It was 4 names? Oh, Gregson! J. Wilson, A. Shin, K. Isugi. It's okay, well but see, okay, this is the interesting thing, right? 3 out of 4 of those people are dead now. So is Tobias next. But also, 1, we know Shin is a secret agent of some sort. But we could also assume they're after Gregson. Well, we don't know that for sure, because we know Kazuma is almost definitely alive, let's face it. almost definitely alive. I really want to find out her dad's alive. Oh, it's gonna be sad. I'm not ready to tell. But yeah, I mean, it's a good chance they're after Gregson next, but still, like, why? Why were these just random names that, of all people, Gilded found out about, you know?
After my friend Ray's trial, the reporter who actually killed Miss Brett said something very strange.
Oh, that's right. I know the truth. I know you had a hand in what went on in that visiting student's fate. Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know the guy never made it into England, that he died on the steamship, so he knows about Kazuma dying. And that he'll never come back.
Obviously, I couldn't ask him to elaborate at the time, but later I visited the man in the prison cell and asked him what he was going to say about Kazuma-sama.
Oh my god, Slay Woman.
After he died on the voyage to Great Britain, his body should have been unladen at the port of Hong Kong and passed into the care of the consulate staff there.
Should have been.
Well, it turns out that his body never arrived. It's just disappeared.
What? Kazuma's body vanished?
Our government tried to cover the fact up, it seems. They erected a grave on the cliffs by our hometown. Except Kazuma-sama isn't there.
She was like, time to do some grave digging. Did Professor Makotoba know about this?
Yes, it would seem that he did. But he didn't tell me. They're still investigating what happened to Kazuma-sama's body as we speak.
Because he's in London. It still kind of makes the question, is Kazuma a secret agent from when he was like a child that was smuggled to Japan? And this is him returning back, and then now he's working with... Anyway. I don't believe it. What is this acute feeling of apprehension I have all of a sudden? Anxiety. Getting back now, some of the things that happened on the SS Boya were definitely strange. Well, we never saw the body. Sure. I mean, after he died, we never saw his body again, did we? Could it be that he's actually still alive?
Stop it, Naruhodo. It's too much to bear.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Just thinking about the possibility pains me. So very much. Cast your mind back for a moment, Mr. Naruhodo. When Kazuma-sama was discovered, Mr. Sholmes was there, wasn't he?
No! Sholmes has been working with the government the entire time to get the agents out? No. He's not trying to cause their deaths, but he might be responsible for at least ensuring that Kazuma-sama faked his death and then comes back alive and then smuggles him to London? That's so... It does explain why Sholmes has been weirdly cagey, but I still don't understand, like, what his goal is in all of this. And I think that a part of that's because, obviously, I'm just thinking of, you know, actual Sherlock Holmes, right? Like, the whole point of Sherlock Holmes is that he acts very independently, for the most part, of the government. He's a very eccentric individualist, rather than abiding by her Queen the Majesty.
And he definitely examined the body. I remember it clearly.
Oh, you're right. Oh, so he claimed that the body was dead when he was just unconscious. So if Kazuma hadn't actually been dead at all, it would mean that Mr. Sholmes had lied to us.
But there's no reason why he would possibly have done such a thing.
I suppose that's true, yeah. But this also kind of explains why Mr. Sholmes... One of the things before, I was like, why did Mr. Sholmes let us live with him? And it's like, what better way to, like, keep an eye on someone, you know, like the two people that are from a different country, than to have them literally live with you, track their every movements.
The idea that he might still be alive somewhere. It wants to fill me with hope, but I can't let it, because if it turned out not to be true, then I'd be back at the bottom of that awful pit of despair again.
Also, it's been 6 months. Like, that's insane. Or more.
I'm terrified of what that might do to me, Mr. Sato.
You're gonna be okay. This is insane. Unless he knew Kazuma was being targeted. I like that. That's better. I like that. I do like that. He knew about that list or something. He knows about that list because of working with the police or something. And worked with Kazuma-sama. He's like, Kazuma-sama, they're after you. Let's fake your death here and I'll smuggle you to London. And he's like, what about my friends? And he's like, no time for them. They'll be okay. I'll give them sanctuary back in my home. You'll be fine. And he's like, fuck, fine. But that also means that Mr. Sholmes met up with Van Zeeks and was like, hey, can you do a brother a solid? Okay. Wow, we did it. Was that everything we needed to do? There was so much talking, I kind of like... I was expecting a cutscene or something. We can't move anywhere yet, which means there's something I forgot to do. Iris? There she is. I'm not ready to tell her that Dad is dead.
Must be about a year ago now. I wrote a really long story based on some of my father's old notes. It's about one of Hurley's greatest exploits. I call it The Hound of Baskervilles.
But then Mr. Sholmes forbade you from publishing it and put the manuscript somewhere no one could get their hands on it.
So nobody knows anything about it apart from Hurley and I. But for some reason, you knew the title of it, didn't you, Susie?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that whole point.
You wouldn't tell me how you come to know it.
I made you a promise that I would explain one day. I think it's time.
Oh.
I'm sorry I had to keep it. I've had to keep it from you for so long, Iris.
Oh no.
It was completely by accident I came to know the title of your manuscript, Iris. It was a short while before we left Japan. I was cleaning Father's study and I saw something on his writing desk.
So John Wilson got the whole manuscript. Either let Makotoba borrow it, I guess. Can you imagine? You're like, hey, look at what my daughter wrote. Went up to Makotoba and was like, look at this amazing story she wrote about this case I did one time. You know, all friendly like. And Makotoba was like, interesting. And then was like, oh, an item for £1,000. This is an interesting story. And now he's like now he's going to be back in Britain, where he can possibly get the item that was just retrieved from, because he knows the details of the case. He knows, because he knows the details of the Hounds of Baskerville. It means that he knows the details. That he would know that the item was missing.
Large box of papers. There was a label affixed to the box that was written in English. It read, "The Hounds of Baskervilles."
What?
My Baskerville story.
This is insane. Oh shit, I came back in time. What? Wait, what's going on? I was gone for 2 seconds. How the heck did her dad die? Her dad died back in the first case. She doesn't, but Iris doesn't know it yet. Wait a second, does that mean Sholmes is a bad guy? I have 50 tabs open on my phone. Nice. Yeah, her dad was already dead. He died like 8 months prior to the current storyline in the very first case in the first game, okay? Iris doesn't know yet. Unless Wilson is also not dead. I don't know.
I had no idea what it was at the time, but Father came in and...
Susato, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, Father.
Did you look at those papers?
No, I simply read the label, that's all.
Well, put it out of your mind.
Sorry.
Forget you ever saw it, certainly don't tell anyone about this. Do you understand? I really want to cut my nails. They're just for gore. Why has no one told her? We're getting there, okay? But what was Iris's manuscript doing in Japan?
I've no idea, but when I heard Iris mention the word Baskerville that day, the title just slipped out. I would never have guessed that it was an unpublished account of one of your Mr. Sholmes's exploits. When I returned to Japan, I asked Father to explain, but he refused to answer any of my questions, and there's no sign of the big box in his office.
Suspicious.
That's really all I know about it. I've no doubt that Father had a good reason for being so secretive about it.
I don't trust her father in the slightest. Remember from the very first game, I was like, this guy gonna murder somebody. I'm pretty sure I like right on the spot was like, this guy's the murderer. And then it was like, oh shit, I was like way off the mark.
I made up my mind to explain myself to both of you.
Well, thank you for being so honest, Susie. I'm totally fine with all of this.
So, Mr. No, we haven't told her that her dad's dead. And Iris has told me the disturbing happenings at the Waxwork Museum as well.
So you're fully abreast of the situation already, Mr. Sato? I expect nothing less, of course.
I would think our first port of call would be to investigate this Mr. Drebber, the engineer responsible for building the elaborate machine that used to affect... blah, 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 blah.
Alright, let's do it. We need to find this man.
Sounds like it's a case for tracking someone down. Which is a job for the police, or a great detective.
Gina! We're supposed to guess who she might be thinking of. We don't have much time, so we need to get started straight away, I think.
Good idea. Well, best of luck then.
Oh, you're not coming today?
I'm going to Brixton Road shortly for the herb market. But let me know how you go on, won't you?
She keeps going off on random adventures now, and I keep getting shocked. That was a little abrupt. The pull of the herb market must be strong. Maybe. Alright, at least now we can move. Oh, we can't go to the prosecutor's office. Let's go here. Trust no one. I don't trust anyone but hot women. Okay. Maybe... Lily. We need to talk. Don't let hot women, like, okay, like, let hot women control you, but don't let hot women control you, okay? Oh my god, Gina's has a doggo!
I had no idea there were so many people in the world.
I know what you mean. It's really packed here.
Feels as though it's taken us 2 hours just to make our way through the crowds to this point.
Has it? I shut my brain down, so I didn't really notice, to be honest.
Gosh, I do wish I had your absence of mind sometimes. There you are. I had a feeling you lot would show up and show your mugs before long.
Doggo! Oh, no, wrong voice. No, I want to look at the doggo. Show me the doggo. What? What do I do now? take a poll. If you can't trust hot women, but don't trust hot women, but take a poll, okay? Get all the hot women to take a poll every single time you need to make any decision. What socks you put on? The hot woman poll, okay? It's just a poll with me, Ray, and Ashley. It's just a group chat of just you being like, what shirt should I wear today? And there's 3 of us, so it can't be a tie. It can't be a tie. Trust everyone, just don't trust the devil inside them. Yes, okay? Pull that devil out, okay? It's stuck somewhere in the anus. Just yank it out. No, wait, I love that idea. I know you do. You're a lesbian, what do you mean? You're like, oh my god, tell me what to do. Honestly, I feel like that would fix so many of our problems. Like every single time we're like indecisive about something, it'll be like, all right, chat, do I feed myself? Do I feed myself or do I feed myself? Come to think of it, my lunch today, because we were so busy, and when I got home, I was still trying to like decompress. I didn't feed myself, okay? But all I ate was a piece of banana bread. And then gingerbread. That was my lunch today. It was nice banana bread, okay? You gotta believe me. Oh, Inspector Gregson, I see you're hard at work. Ready to die. The voice. Is this the voice? Warm greetings to you. I do hope you've been keeping well since we last met. He's so polite. What's with all the ceremony? We just saw each other in court. Not you, Sunshine. He does call me Sunshine, though. Sorry. The gentlewoman's so loyally at your side. I do like the idea of that he can be polite when needed.
Oh, why, thank you, Inspector. How good of you to notice.
I want the dog. Let me look at the dog. He might be a bit rough around the edges, but he's still a proper English gentleman at heart. Well, I guess we're here to investigate the scene. Alright, get over here, Gina. Yeah, look at the dog. She seems to be busy playing with a puppy. Please?
Gina is a police officer now.
Amazing, isn't it? She's a good kid, actually. Heart's in the right place anyway. She's got the detection bug, if you ask me. Yeah, I think she'll follow my footsteps nicely. That's so fun. Yeah. Yeah, Tobias. What do you mean? I'm being transferred. It's time for me to say toodaloo to London. Because they've got to put him into protective custody. But then he's going to end up dead in protective custody. And everyone's going to be like, oh, we put him in a super secret location to make sure he didn't get died, but he still died anyway? Place your bets.
Oh no, really?
That's a bit sudden, isn't it? I had no idea. Where are you going to be posted then? We'll come see you when we're getting along. Nah, not likely. But you're welcome to try, if you don't mind a trip to France, that is. It's all a lie. To France? I'll be working in the Paris Police Prefecture. Should be right up my alley. But France? It's an entirely different country. I don't understand. Why would you be sent there? That's the way the adult world works, Sunshine. Now don't go poking no- God, I want chips. Oh, that's a death flag. That's 100% a death flag. I know, right? Like, oh no, this is, I guess I'll see you again sometime. I'm gonna go to a farm upstate. Bye. The most trustworthy words you can ever hear. Done, by the way. When the lesbian gets going, she goes fast. Oh my god. I have gathered you all here today to discuss the most important issues. What color shirt should I wear? What options do you have? What you wearing for pants? I'm gonna replace them when I go shower. I need to know what you're gonna change into. Blue, white, the black, white, or blue pants. Are they denim? White, dark blue, white. I mean, denim, and maybe like you could go. Wait, you have white pants? Who gave you white pants? What sort of masochist are you to wear white pants? Atrocious, okay? You do not want white pants, okay? Grab those white pants, toss them into a fire. They will never be of use to you, okay? I am anti-wear white pants, okay? You've heard it here, ladies and gentlemen, okay? White pants, you're just begging to have ketchup spilled on them. What if you have your period, okay? It is not fucking worth the risk, okay? It's not worth it. Sorry, I got distracted. Blue pants with white shirt would look good. Yes, very simple, very simple. I'm about to repurpose white jeans into a dress. Yes, see? Aelin gets it. 1, she'll be perfect to follow my footsteps. I'm being transferred. Yeah, right. It's so insane. Okay. Oh my god. Wait. Can I do something? The council. Nice. I really want to like put a photo in, but I can't think of anything that would be apt right about now, so I leave it for your creative decision making. All right, I'm intending to take the kid with me when I go. Oh, he's gonna take Gina? No, don't take Gina. What? You're taking Gina to Paris? No, don't take Gina from me.
Well, I can't leave her in London. Who knows what will become of her?
You're gonna take Gina? Oh no, I don't want Gina to die. Gina's gonna see him die. Oh no, this is not good. Poor Gina.
I don't think he's worried about her pickpocketing, Mr. Naruhodo. I think he's worried about the Reaper.
She's a kid. She's like 16, isn't she, or something? I keep forgetting everyone's ages in this. Let's have a look for a second. 10. Okay, 16. Still can't believe it. 16. It doesn't make any sense. 34, 53, 47, 33. Question mark. Kazuma-sama. 18. Okay, she's 18. She's an adult now. Props. She was 17 before, so she's gotten older since we last saw her. 45, 26, 42, 11. Wow. Okay, we need to keep going. I need to find out everything.
I haven't mentioned any of this to Gina, so don't go blabbing here.
No, of course not. God, I want chips. God. Oh damn, we skipped a year. At least long enough for her to be a birthday.
Why? Did you just call me a blue diving diva again?
So you heard that, did you? Right, well, any questions about the scene, you can tell them to the detective diva here.
Alright, you heard the boss. Inspector Lestrade's in charge here now. Can I see the puppy?
I want to see the puppy. It's really important to me. Gina, you've got a new dog, have you? Oh my god. Oh my god. God bless. She named it Toby after Tobias. I don't think she did that on purpose, but still.
Isn't he great? Toby's his name. Oh, how delightful. He's absolutely adorable.
Dog seems lovely, but it's not so lovely Inspector Gregson that's playing on my mind, to be honest. Show us the dog again. Will you tell us about the dog? Yes. Where'd you find that little mutt then, Gina?
Oi, don't be flaming rude, Otto.
Slight overreaction, don't you think? No!
He ain't no mutt, alright? Toby's out, how they put it? He's a precious bumpkin. He's my... He's a bona fide detective.
Oh, that's so cute. Sorry?
I've given him a proper title and everything. It's Chief Inspector Toby to you.
Well, Senior, the Inspector Gregson, is he? Of course. Where do you think Tobias came from?
He's a police dog, is he?
The police recruit dogs now?
I've heard that they're already being used officially in Germany as part of their city policing.
Yes.
fairly good sense of smell myself as it happens. I can... What? No!
That's nothing compared to this little fella, Otto.
Really?
According to what the boss said, once Toby's got a good whiff of your drawers,
Oh no.
such a funny image. He could chase the scent to the other side of the world.
What? To the other side of the world? You mean he could swim?
Mr. Naruhodo, I think you missed the point.
Just can't believe this dog has such an incredible skill.
I'm telling you, Otto, there's gonna be more and more dogs doing their bit for the police in the future. Yes, I agree.
Alright, okay.
One of these days, they'll be barking orders at us like the other way around.
I hope so. I want dogs to take over the world. We don't deserve it. We fucked up, okay? We had our chance, okay? We have fucked up. I think it's time to let dogs have a chance of ruling the world, okay? Everyone in favor, say aye. Everyone in favor says aye. 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 It's better that no one wrote anything. Someone out there agrees with me. Toby, Tobias, Death Flag 3, no! My dad got me barbecue flavored chips. I don't like it. You can have it if you want. I don't like barbecue flavored chips. I'm sorry. Unless they're barbecue shapes, and that's a different discussion. Toby may or may not be named after Gregson. He's another Sholmes reference used by Holmes and Watson in This Sign of Four. This is just making me want to read Sherlock Holmes even more. I don't have enough time to read in my life. Look at all these books I still have unfinished. Anyway, say one hideous thing humans have done and don't mention whips out comically large list. What? Dogger! The meds will work, Aelin, don't worry.
Toby is the Britain's first police dog. It took them until 1905 to have a police dogs in the street.
Knew she'd lifted him from somewhere.
You're a kind-hearted soul, aren't you, to children and to animals?
I love Gina. She's my favorite. Okay. I just... can we skim through this a little bit?
Had a right laugh, it was a new one.
I really want to like skim through this, but I also still want to read it. I'm so... because I want to get through the game.
You know, being in court and not spending the whole time worrying about being found out. You did keep an awful lot of secrets in all your previous court appearances, didn't you? Yeah, and Otto's made things up for me every single time and all.
Still my job, Gina.
Watching someone else get in the neck is a lot of fun, actually. It was amazing when you showed that dodgy experiment was a total fix. The dodgy professor, as you put it, Gina, is his client. It's the boss I feel for. Set off to do the impossible. What do you mean? He's supposed to arrest the other gov, isn't he? And he in time for tomorrow and all. You know, the dodgy engineer, what's his name?
Trevor, you mean?
Yeah, that's the one.
So the police are looking for him. What if they can't find him?
It's putting too much on the boss, if you ask me. He says it's giving him gut ache. Oh dear, I do wonder if that isn't actually from all the fried food.
Point. So Scotland Yard was trying to track down Mr. Enoch Drebber.
He's really funny looking, got two eyes, what don't match. Stole a glimpse of a picture of him earlier. I mean, I didn't actually pinch it or nothing, the old devil's got it.
Sorry, who?
You know, the Scowling Reaper what's got always glugging down glasses of that blood-red plonk.
Plonk.
He's always at it for me, that guff. Dunno what he's always scowling about, mind. Probably would have been a pretty good boss as it goes.
She'd rather be the Reaper's apprentice than a detective trainee? way I see it, if the choice is between chip guzzling detective and a chalice lugging demigod. That's Rionosco's words right there. That's his words. If the choice is between a chip guzzling detective and a chalice glugging demigod, I'm choosing the demigod. I don't know how to tell you this, but demigod every time. Okay. You're equally bad off with both. What? No. He's a demigod. Okay. Anyway.
I suppose you're right. I hadn't thought of it like that.
Glad we've put that one to bed. In it. I'm sure they'll work surely. Hey, put that away.
Point is, everyone at the yard's dead set on finding this fishy engineer, but there seem to be no clues to go on, so they're stuck.
Can we keep looking?
Oh my, it's called the House of Horrors. I like to turn on my heels and go straight home via the confectionery.
She's on it.
There's no sign of Mr. Sholmes anywhere.
That's strange, he should be here. Oh well, I suppose we'll have to come back later. Okay, I'm guessing that's a sign that there is no one here to talk to. Okay, just double checking. Lady not standing in the background. I was kind of hoping that I might be able to skim over some other conversations, but it seems that won't be the case.
Oi, that's off limits up there, trying to sneak past me again.
Yes, please, I love fish and chips. I want fish and chips. I'm so excited for my parents to move to their new house, and then we just like sit back and eat fish and chips. That's what I want, more than anything. I know that's like, I'm talking about something that's going to happen in like 3 months' time, but it's still like, it's gonna be a vibe, and I'm really looking forward to that vibe. Just that vibe of being like, we can put all this shit behind us, let's eat chips on the beach. Anyway, move? No, we're still talking. Vibe. There's a House of Horror in Budapest. I know Adara's been to, Germany, Wax. This is for pajamas. Nice. Council! Here! There we go. It's called House of Terror, my bad.
Oh, I'm gonna be playing with my new friend here.
Ah, yes, Toby.
Sorry, you can't go up there. Oh. It's like I told her yesterday, even I aren't allowed up there in the wreck. What's it called again?
God, this game loves to repeat itself. Let's keep going. I definitely could have not have to read this, but...
Oh, it's strange some.
Strong art.
He's always watching the time or something.
So without Lord Strongheart's express permission, we can't investigate on the stage. Alright, that's good to know. I don't know if we're gonna find anything else around here that's gonna help us, though. I'm gonna drink some water while this clicks through. Well, I guess we're gonna go to Strong Art. No. I just want to click the up button. Oh. Gee. Nope. Back. Move. Let's try the LCJ's office. Who's this fancy looking lady? Oh, it's his sister, because she also has a time thingy on the back. Who's that standing beside him?
I wonder, I've never seen her before.
Get out! Ugh.
Ah, the young champion of the court. You have some success this morning, I understand. And you've thrown the entire government into disarray as a result.
Oh. I mean because of Professor Hairbrain's experiment?
Sham experiments being demonstrated at London's Great Exhibition. The country's been made to look foolish, and now politicians are scrambling to respond. Lord Francis is in the Whitehall as we speak, giving an emergency briefing.
Oh, sorry.
None of this is your responsibility. The government is entirely to blame for having been taken in. The special suspension that prevents investigation at the scene will be annulled later today. Once that happens, my forensic investigation team will move in and deal with scrap metal in no time.
Damn. A doctor. Not just because of the white coat, but also because of the symbol. It's the hospital symbol. Until later today. Give her the deepest voice possible. Until later today.
Ah, yes. Yes, thank you.
God, she's gorgeous. Ashley, amazing. Glad to be here. I feel like we need to add more people to the council though. There's something so funny about the idea of just adding more and more people until we have every single woman on the planet. Who was that?
That was Dr. Courtney Seath, Scotland Yard's esteemed chief coroner. She's leading the forensic investigation team. I asked the coroner's office to reevaluate its findings. I don't have time to tell you what she concluded. If you want to know, you have to ask her directly. Go to her laboratory. What are you gonna see me about? I could give you 7 minutes and 39 seconds of my time.
Ugh. Bro is like me. Okay, this guy is so much like me, it's scary. Cause I know I would be this way. I would be like, I'd be looking at my phone like, all right, exactly 3 minutes. This is me talking to a dial before I go to bed at night. I'm like, I'm looking at the time over and over again. Gorgeous. Good idea. You're amazing.
The British Empire police force must become most exemplary in the world.
Is it though? I don't know who has the most advanced police force.
For that to happen, it's imperative that we embrace forensic science and everything it has to offer. I first created paved the way a year ago. At next month's symposium, I intend to present the results of their work to the world.
Interesting.
Once I do that, the House of Lords would be powerless to stop the creation of a full-scale forensic division.
You know, this is very interesting because I feel like this is also proving that Lord Strongheart is trying to like, so he says the House of Lords, kind of makes me think it's not just the government but also the nobility he's trying to get past and their old stubbornness.
And once that happens, the position of Attorney General will be mine, and the criminals will suffer dearly.
This guy scares me a little.
For too long, those scoundrels have been made a mockery of our legal system with false evidence and bribes. When London scum is about to be rounded up and burned in the fires of hell.
See, it's stuff like this. Hello, Ashley. We should all have titles for the council. Lord Ashley Tisdale. I'm so sorry.
You probably get that all the time. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, true. Lord Ting and Pots. Clatter clink. Yeah, anyway, what I was about to say. It's lines like this that makes me think, very ominous, Strongheart. I'm Princess Ashley. Yes, your highness, of course. Can I, what do I am? I'm Princess of Ashley. Princess Ashley Teasdale. Trying to remember, what is she in? She's in, wait, can we change our names in this chat? Hold up. Or do I have to actually change? I can't change my individual name in the chat, can I? Fuck. I'd have to actually change what my name is. Shit. Yeah, there should be like a nickname thing, surely.
God dang it.
She's gonna banish me now. No, she's not. We're all codependent. I can't. Why would you think we would leave each other? Okay. Alright. Which is silly. We should. Alright, keep going. This guy's fucked up.
By creating the finest police force the world has ever known to protect our future, our honor, and our future.
Look at those eyes. He means every word. He's gonna kill us.
When I officially established the forensic division of Scotland Yard, she arrived as my right-hand woman. And my sister. Now then. Oh, yes, my lord. Your father should be on the high seas as we speak, making his way, to represent.
Guys, I saw a critter today. I didn't talk to them. I'm so angry at myself. I was so close to be like, hey, Critical Role, and just shout it across the cafe. But I couldn't, because I was in the middle of like working and I felt really awkward, but I really wanted to be like, hey, great, Jumper, and like talk to another person who watches Critical Role, and I missed my chance, and I'm so sad about it. I want to talk to more real life Critical Role people. All right, they were wearing the jumper and everything. Anyway.
That's right. Are you? It was many years ago, but yes, I remember Makotaba very well.
Did you kiss? You can tell us.
Memory serves right, it was some 15 years ago now that your father came to Britain.
Wait, this bitch, Makotaba, fucked his wife and then said good luck with the kid and then left for 6 years? Is that what I just read? It was many years ago. Yes, I remember Dr. Makotaba well. If my memory serves, it was some 15 years ago now that your father came to Britain. It was the year I was born, so yes, 16 years exactly. Bro fucked off for the first 6 years of his life. What about the mum? Oh, bro, that's so sad.
Makotaba was a young practitioner of forensic science. Jikoku accompanied him as a young promising judge. The punctiliousness, politeness of the Japan at the time impressed us greatly.
I feel like they're gonna be an evil mastermind body now.
Saint Sinners, if I'm not mistaken. My Cypher's also there as it happens. Then Mr. Scythe knows my father.
Doctor, sorry.
She was a young medical assistant at the time, so I doubt the parts.
See, this is so suspicious, right? Like, suddenly all of these pieces are coming together and you sit there and you're like, those pieces shouldn't connect. As they say, small world. I laughed my ass off the other day. My coworker, he went to the 1,000 steps. It's a walking track, okay? They went to this walking track. He comes back. This is like the next day. He went there, like literally the next day, and was at work. Someone came up to the cafe and was like, hey, I saw you on the steps yesterday. And he's like, huh, oh, well, there you go. and I cracked it because I just thought it was so funny. Like, what are the chances? Small world. I keep accidentally clicking things, I'm sorry. Make it a public server and let any woman join just so they can pick out what I should eat today. And they were dubbed Lily's Council. Okay. You know, Lily, you're being weirdly silent right now. You're literally making a fucking public, like a server right now in Discord, aren't you? You're literally doing it. You said it as a joke, but now you're literally doing it. Why would you be oddly quiet? I'm not, really. Okay. 6 years, that's a long time to study abroad.
I lived with my grandmother in those years.
So he left his newly born daughter behind and went overseas for 6 whole years. Thank you, Brianosuke. He gets it.
It was a rather turbulent time at home. Perhaps father wanted a reason to get away.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, my mother died.
Ah. I think it's easy to assert what the fuck happened, but alright, mate. I'm not. Not yet. By a mass murderer known as the Professor who targeted nobles and royalty, is that right?
You Japanese are thorough. Okay. You'd say it was the very incident that gave the rise to the repo.
What? Why?
When his brother, Clint Van Seeks, was murdered. It was just after young Barrack had graduated from the University of London to become a prosecutor, when obvious criminals who managed to evade conviction in court started disappearing. Rumors quickly spread throughout the capital. London started to say that wherever Barrack Van Seeks went, the ghost of his dead brother wasn't far behind. Yahoo!
Oh my word. So Lord Van Zeeks isn't the Reaper, it's the ghost of his brother.
We don't know that for sure.
But since that time, he became a very aloof figure in London's legal circles.
You'd have to. I don't know what my queendom's name should be. Just Lily. Ashelia. Ashelia? Ashelia. And then we're all Ashlands. Being a okay, I'll shut up.
Are you well versed in science then?
Not in the slightest. In fact, you could say I'm barely aware of the subject at all until recently.
Well, the special suspension legally preventing an investigation of the machine is currently being annulled. Within a few hours, but I suppose until then, there's no harm in you looking at the wreckage as long as you don't touch anything.
Thank you.
I'll be able to see it too.
Your time is up. Bye-bye. I'm gonna leave.
Thank you so much. We know you're incredibly busy.
We'll see you at the symposium, my dear.
New location's been added. Oh yeah, that's right. No, we're going back to the stage first. Its working title is Ashley Land. I like it. Ashley and Land instead of Ashley and Coffee. Wait, didn't we get permission? Or is it at the laboratory? I can't remember. Laboratory. Let's go to this other place. What's the form of government? Yeah, this is important. And don't say Hungarian, it made no sense the other day. God forbid. Lily was trying to explain to me the Hungarian government, and I'm sitting there like, hang on a second, so the prime minister is more powerful than the president? Because in America, like, it goes president. I don't know if there's a prime minister, but the point is, usually there's no, like, a prime minister is someone who's, like, you know, under Britain. And the president is if you're, like, a republic or something. But you guys have both. And for some weird reason, prime minister ranks higher. But the president gets to, you know, the Hungarian government makes sense, according to Fidesz. Yeah, sure. I propose, she forgot the word. Don't worry about it. Pim has more power, president ceremonial royal. More like robe. Give him a fancy robe. What's the name of it? The one with the kings and queens. You said queendoms. So I love embalming bodies. We're gonna investigate the room before.
We're buying 500 scalpels every month.
Are they trying to steal money? 500? Must be working really hard on dissecting corpses.
I don't know. Judicial autopsies are only carried out in certain special circumstances.
It does seem a bit strange, you're right. They're... Fuck, I keep forgetting the words. What are the words? The monarchy. Said it. Form of government is monarchy, it's just me, but I'm the good kind of monarchy. Said every monarchy. Well, I'm the exception. I agree. Ashley is the form of government. And damn, that's a hot government. Y'all, just saying, if you want to turn it into an autocratic hellscape, I have 16 years of experience. Yeah, slay, girlfriend. Embezzlement. That's the word I wanted. Alright, we got there. 500 scalpels a month. What could they possibly be using them all for? Embezzlement of money. What are you doing here? Man, snake lady. Sorry, we wanted to ask you something. So you thought you'd snoop around? That's unacceptable to you people from the East, is it? Well, what do you want? Lord Strongheart told us to see you. That it was you who examined the victim's body.
So we came to ask about your findings.
Very well. If the Lord Chief LCJ has given his consent, I'll tell you what our investigation revealed. But when we're done, you must leave immediately.
Okay.
So you want to know the forensic investigation team determined on the scene. The victim, Adi Osman, who disappeared from the experimentation stage amid an explosion. Mr. Osman, who appeared moments later part way up the Crystal Tower, were without question one and the same person. That is the team's conclusion. But that can't be right. If it was an elaborate trick, we can only speculate about how it was carried out.
If two people who looked very similar to each other were involved, they could have made it appear as if one single person had switched places, couldn't they?
Very true, but sadly in this instance, that was not the case. The man who disappeared and the man who subsequently reappeared was the same person. The fingerprints at the scene make that quite evident. Fingerprints. They're not yet officially recognized as forensic evidence in the British justice system, but one day they will be used as an investigative aid as a matter of course.
Oh my, but that would mean that the instantaneous kinesis actually took place. So, where does that leave us?
As I said, he ran across each side. My team are tasked with investigating, not drawing conclusions.
Oh.
It's made the whole thing more of a mystery. Alright, bye. Oh. What?
Mama, what is this?
Oh, where did she spring from? Did she just call the doctor Mama?
This is the lawyer, dear.
Oh. Hello. To meet you. Pleased to meet you. I'm a defense lawyer.
Mama,
Yes.
can I cut this one up?
God. I know Kirsty would love this. What?
I've never seen inside an AEST in person before. I want to know what it looks like.
Okay, you need to calm the fuck down. Of course you can't. It's a live specimen, as you very well see.
Boring.
I think I just had a near-death experience.
Oh dear, Naruhodo, you're as pale as a corpse.
Then let's leave before I'm mistaken for one. Alright, that was it. I cannot be bothered searching this room. I'm sure I'll find out something ominous later.
Bye-bye, lady.
I have permission. Let me past. We don't say the E word, nor the B word bribe, nor the C word corruption. What was the E word? Holy fuck. I really gotta play Ace Attorney games. Ace Attorney is such a fun series. If only lawyers were real. Yeah, lawyers are a myth by the government. I thought they said we could look at the I thought they said we could look at the thingy. Where am I supposed to go? Bringing up the thing that you use. There are, oh my god, there's so many parts to this. Alright, forensic laboratory. Alright, we're done that. Oh, I haven't been to prison. Oh, this poor man. He's gone crazy already. What's he doing?
Oh my, the whole wall of the cell is covered in mathematical equations. And he's still writing more.
This is me if I was in prison. I'd be like, give me a chalk. I'm just gonna write like an entire story on my wall and then tell them to take a photo of it. And then just get them to like make a whole book for me of photos.
Who's this young lady?
My name is Susato Mokotaba. I'm the judicial assistant. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, if only I met a refined young woman like you sooner. Oh, this would have happened. No, that's not logical. That makes no sense at all.
Oh dear, I'm sorry if my presence here upsets you.
Are you an apology too, Professor? I didn't manage to deliver what I promised to you that I would this morning.
Oh, no. The whole thing, the whole miserable affair, it all happened because I've been such a complete and utter clot.
Professor Harebrain. What have you been working on?
Oh, you mean that? Oh, how embarrassing. I was suddenly struck by an idea and I simply had to write it down on the wall was all I had.
New hypothesis?
No, actually. This is my autobiography. It was how I diddled and fiddled. By Albert Harebrain.
I know whose actual autobiography that is.
Trump.
Sorry, there was something in my throat. That's so weird. Maybe I should drink some water. Alright.
I found I can represent my odd fortunes with only odd numbers and an ambitious set of simultaneous equations. I'm gonna have to pay back all the loans I took for Kinesis Machine, you see. It's going to be a new serial publication from Part 1, An Odd Birth, An Odd Upbringing.
You can't beat the man's optimism, that's for sure.
Oh yes, of course. Going through the numbers, I was fiddled by the pair of them. By Asben and by that aloof engineer.
Let's just keep going, mate.
I believed and turned out to be a lie.
Sorry I came to this. There's no other way.
No, it wasn't your fault. I wanted to protect my work, but in the end, there was nothing more I could protect. It was never my intention to deceive anyone. I didn't want to trick the public.
No, you didn't.
But in court this morning, I realized something. If you've done something wrong without knowing it, you've still done something wrong. Ignorance is a poor excuse. The blame still lies with me.
The professor.
He believed in me this morning, you know. Barrick did. He believed in my hypothesis.
I think that was just a necessary factor in the prosecution establishing its case.
No, Barrick wouldn't do something like that. I'm sure he genuinely believed it. Did he? I think I understand now. Why it was that he decided to take on the prosecution in my trial, I mean. After the terrible accident happened, nobody would believe in my hypothesis anymore. Not the police, prosecution, not any lawyers. So if any prosecutors have taken the case, if it was anyone other than Barrick, I'm sure the prosecution would have declared my hypothesis is a complete and utter nonsense.
In that case, you would have been declared a fraud yourself, Professor.
Exactly, which would have been a fate worse than death for me. But Barrick insisted that I was a proper man of science from start to finish.
Aww, what a good man. We love that Zeeks.
I know him very well indeed. He's an extremely kind-hearted soul.
But that extremely kind-hearted soul spent all morning trying to paint you as a murderer.
Well, admittedly, that part of the analysis appears to have some flaws in it. Do you think he set out a trick from the very start?
Sorry to say, probably.
When I first met him, he introduced himself as a wealthy financier. He looked over the papers I'd written and said my work could benefit all humanity and must be pursued. So, he was so enthused, he was so emphatic.
But in reality, he was the mastermind of some vast criminal network, it seems.
I still can't believe it.
As the machine was essentially a set decoration for some stage magic. It probably didn't require a large amount of investment, actually.
But the scale of it, it wasn't just some small trick. It was a very elaborate feat of deception.
All young scientists are full of hope about their burgeoning ideas, full of zeal. But none of us have any money. We want to do the research, but we can't afford it.
Facts. Egghead.
Many of us take on barely legal part-time work to try to earn just a few measly pennies to carry on. To go through all of that, only to be taken for a complete fool. It's too rotten to believe.
I agree. So we have to find those responsible and
Bring them to justice.
See, an engineer or a magician.
It was about a year ago when Mr. Asman first brought Drebber to meet me at my laboratory. Since then, I've met him many times to discuss details about the Kinesis machine.
But at no point did you have any inkling that he was just an illusionist?
Oh, he definitely wasn't just an illusionist.
What?
He was a wealth of deep scientific knowledge. There's no question that the man's a genuine scientist. It's instantly apparent in conversation.
I see.
But the wretched man deceived you. It's unforgivable. Must do everything we can to find him and bring him to justice. Are there no more clues you can give us as to his whereabouts?
I'm sorry. We only did ever discuss the kinesis machine. Although, just once, I did visit his workshop.
What workshop?
Dreb's enormous fabrication laboratory, where he constructed my great machine.
Why didn't you mention this before? Oh my god, this man's a fool!
Yeah, just once, you understand. It was an enormous place, plenty of room to construct the kinesis machine, you understand.
We have to go there at once. There's a good chance we'll find him there.
I'm sure, as in, I'm sure you're not gonna want to hear this. I have absolutely no idea where the workshop is at all. I'm so sorry.
I was more than half expecting that.
I was blindfolded in the carriage the entire way there.
How is that not suspicious? He blindfolded you? He wasn't taking any chances then.
The place was incredible, the pinnacle of modern engineering. Even the oil he used was the very best, a special French machine oil that's impossible to obtain in Britain.
Did he end up in France by accident?
The indescribable scent of that imported oil. Perfumers across the world should forget their secret formulae and use that instead.
Alright. What do you think, Sasato?
I've never used any kind of perfume, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm not sure I'd like to start with that. Don't have a business card for Mr. Drebo.
Ah, I do. He gave me his business card once. It's right here.
Let me see that.
Throw etiquette to the wind, why don't you? Why is there mold? Oh, that's the oil in the back? There's a smear of machine oil on the reverse. I like how, looking at it now, it's like he just drew some fancy shit in the corner. He just drew that. Alright. This is fraud more than embezzlement. No, we were talking about something else. There was a lady, what was her name? Dr. Scythe. And she is, apparently, in her books, needs 500 scalpels a month. 500 scalpels. That seems like a lot. But, I mean, they're a doctor, right? Probably. I mean, we all lose a scalpel or two in a body, you know? Need to get a new one. Lose them like spoons. Alright, okay, so... Okay, now we can go talk to Gina? Since you have received... Oh, the dog! Right. I didn't put that together. Okay. About this, Gina.
Yeah, I'm still learning my letters at the moment. I only know A to E, if it ain't too much bleeding trouble. Actually, Gina, it's the back of the card that's important. How come?
Doggo.
Turns out this is very high quality French machine oil. It has a very particular scent. You don't say. Let him have a whiff, then. You sure? I don't smell nothing.
No, we didn't mean you that you should smell it.
Oh, right. You mean Toby?
Let's go, Toby.
Yeah, Toby, you got this. Yeah, Toby. I think he's picking up a scent. Oh, you mean if he follows the scent of this oil, Toby can lead us to that dodgy gov's workshop? That's right. That's what we're hoping. Alright, then let's give it a go. I'm gonna borrow that. Wait. If I can lead everyone to the Drebber's workshop, I'll be the boss's boss before next week. Oh yes, Gina. You'll be promoted.
Poor Gregson. Alright. Gino, we're hoping to investigate the scene again.
You're alright. If it's around here, you can do what you like.
Did I really have to go through that whole conversation just to say, hey, let me past?
It'll be the boss who gets it. He'll never eat another chip again in his life.
You know, I'd be very impressed.
You're still saying all is above board, are you? I'm sure everything will be fine. Alright then, them's the stairs, off you go. Thank you, Gina.
It is weird how much of this is just by word of mouth. Like,
Oh. Alright then, Otto, leave it to me.
sorry.
We're gonna get going after that dodgy engineer cov right this minute. Oh, but hang on, someone's supposed to be on guard duty here all the time.
I'm afraid we can't help. We need to get on with our investigation as well, Gina.
Oh, right. Oh, well, never mind. It ain't gonna be me what gets in the neck, it'll be the boss.
Poor Gregson again.
Ready, Toby? Got that oil scent, have you? Come on, boy. See you later.
Ta-da!
Do hope the scent of that oil leads them to the Swindler.
Ideally before the dog swims across the channel to France. Right? Okay.
Do.
There were boxes here before. Where'd they go?
Oh my, so this is the machine. That was used to deceive people into thinking instantaneous kinesis had taken place.
That's right, or rather it was the machine. It's a little worse for wear.
Extraordinary lengths Professor Harebrain went to in order to get the research grant.
You didn't know. I've never seen such grand deception in Japan. Ah! My boy! Lord Van Zeeks! What a sexy man hanging out. So I think we're more or less done here, aren't we? Shall we, Mr. Sato?
Already.
He's the Reaper, remember? We gotta keep our distance.
We have permission to be here from the top.
He's just hanging out in the background. He's just hanging out. I'll talk to him in a second. But yeah, there was a box here before. Where did that go? And what's this that fell down? This wasn't here yesterday.
Really? But if I'm not mistaken, it's the cage in which the victim was standing before it was apparently beamed through the air.
That's right, the bird cage.
But more precisely, Japanese cypress, I believe.
I understood the forensic investigation team had taken it away yesterday to examine it. Suppose they must have brought it back here when they finished their work. I like how he makes it sound like he's lifting the entire thing and putting it on his back. Oh, he could have disappeared beneath that, right?
can he go underneath those things? That totally looks like it opens like this and he could like go down underneath. Maybe it's just a mini elevator and it made him disappear, go underneath, and then he still had to run to the other side. That's my problem with this entire analysis. My brain's like, wait. So, alright, I maybe he ran away from this scene. That's fine. But like, he had to run all the way up to the crystal tower on the other side?
The metal grill on the floor looks as though it's designed to open.
Thank you. It does, doesn't it? The floor had opened at the precise moment the explosion occurred. The birdcage would have dropped through and disappeared from sight.
I don't think there's any doubt that this was a very elaborate hoax. Look at the horn-shaped transmitting device. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Had there been a normal horn, none of this would have happened.
Wait for it. Alright. Hey, Barak. Ugh, least approachable man in the world. Are you kidding me? No, he's so pretty. Lord Van Zeeks. Pretty man. Pretty man. Beautiful day we're having. I thought I was making it quite clear that I didn't want to be disturbed. Apparently, you're unequipped to read the signs. Oh, I read them. So what are you doing here? Entry into this area is prohibited. Ah, well, the thing is...
The LCJ Strongheart granted us permission to investigate, on the condition that we didn't disturb anything.
And yet you've managed to disturb me. Love this man. Never mind. Stay in your business then. God, I would love a game. We do a Miles Edgeworth investigation game, but it's Baron Von Zeeks. I want that so much. Come to think of it, there are quite a few things I'd like to ask Lord Van Zeeks about. Hello, pretty man. Oh yeah, we're gonna ask about your brother. So, Clint? Really? You're gonna bring this up? Guys, you don't bring up, like, somebody's dead brother in a conversation. Especially considering you didn't tell them that. It obviously means that you've been poking around behind everything. What's the name of your older brother, I understand? You've been investigating me, have you? No, it's not like that. Well, alright, it's a bit like that. My older brother was also a prosecutor. He was the pride of the Van Zeeks family, but tragically, a vicious killer took him from us. The professor, you mean? Something funny? And that's the extent of what you've discovered, is it? I shouldn't be surprised. Sorry? There's more to it? Lackluster work is very much your trade work, isn't it? Oh, you're too kind. So tell me, what's your interest in that historical incident?
As it happens, Lord Van Zeeks, it's a very curious case that's come to our attention. Are you aware of Madame Tussel's Museum of Waxwork by any chance?
Where's this going? I believe that since last month I feature in one of the displays there for public scorn. Nice. Love that for him.
Well, a particular waxwork has been stolen from the place and held for ransom.
A particular waxwork which... Wait, you mean... Yeah, it's the professor. Mr. Sholmes is investigating the case as we speak. Probably. I was unaware of that.
He's turned as white as a sheet.
Poor man. Are the police trying to locate the engineer, Mr. Drebber, already? Surely that goes without saying.
Has a tall white hair and wears a black monocle. Would very much appreciate any more clues you can give us.
Wow, Susato really knows how to take the bull by the horns. Fine, why not? I have a photograph of the man here from an investigation 10 years ago.
Oh, damn. Okay. That's massive. Oh, he's beautiful. He looks a little, in this photo in particular, make me think of Danganronpa. Though it appears he already had that black monocle at the time.
Also, what would be of help with a black monocle? That's gonna be important at some point.
What?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just surprised that you shared that with us.
We all need the man's testimony in court tomorrow. Which means we have to do everything we possibly can to track him down in the short time available. So why wouldn't I show you the photograph?
What is it about Lord Zeke? Sometimes I can't work him out at all. He's pretty. Danke. Oh, hi, Kazuma.
Ah, the file I requested for the trial tomorrow. Thank you.
Oh. Are you alright?
Who is this man, Mr. Naruhodo?
Lord Van Zeke's apprentice, apparently. Now that I look again, he definitely has the stature of Kazuma. Susato can see it too?
Lord Van Zeeks. May we speak with your apprentice for a moment?
With him, why?
Oh my god.
Kazuma-sama! Shh.
Kazuma. I don't believe it.
Your posture, your presence, it can only be. It's you, isn't it, Kazuma-sama?
Felt something strange the first time I encountered this cloaked figure. I knew him somehow. Can it really be you, Kazuma? Wait! Too late.
What's going on here?
Well...
What is your interest in my apprentice exactly? You'll act as if you know the man or something.
Well, since when has he been in your care? I don't recall you having an apprentice before I left Britain 6 months ago.
Lord Strongheart introduced to me about 3 months ago now, with instructions to mentor him as a prosecutor.
But he didn't tell you why, did he?
The man appears to be suffering from amnesia. He's forgotten every last detail about himself.
Ah, there we go. It all ties together with amnesia. Fucking hell, mate. Why is it always amnesia? Fuck. Okay. Alright. The bang on the head makes sense now. Probably woke up later. Sholmes was like, someone's trying to kill you. And he's like, who am I? And he's like, don't worry about that. Follow me. And the guy, bro didn't even think about it.
He has amnesia. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow he will appear in court at my side.
Yes. What?
He is to serve as my judicial assistant on Lord Strongheart's orders.
He'll be in court with us?
No, then, unless I'm much mistaken, I believe this conversation is runs court.
Still can't believe it. Hit his head and fucking... I hate amnesia. Don't get me wrong, I think it can be interesting in very specific instances. And I don't mind it in terms of maybe like the backstory for a character. I don't like it when it's like, hey, you've forgotten everything. Like it's too convenient. Alright. Alright. Alright, we're on to Madame Tessels.
I'm going to have to leave now. Bye! I like how we came here to investigate the scene, but honestly, we got more information from Van Zeeks than we did anyone else. You got this, Toby. Yeah, we're going to the waxwork. I already went there, technically, but... Hi, Eldam. I hear Chad needs hugs. Head pats. Alright, I'm really hoping we get through this investigation part. And then on Monday, we will have to, do the trial.
Here we are at the House of Horrors.
Okay, I read this part. Oh, hello. It's Ryunosuke, Naruhodo.
I must say, I was quite spellbound by the great detective. He is a marvel. My precious waxwork is already back where it belongs.
You don't mean...
But yes, the mystery is solved already.
Wow.
As you can see, he has returned to his habitual duties. His habitual duties. Alors, do not disturb him.
Poor Susato-san, she looks very complexed. She does have very puppy dog energy. But also her hair doesn't help with that. Hey, buddy.
But where is he?
I think you might find that he's quite nearby, actually.
Oh? What do you...
It just vanished completely. Indeed, my dear fellows, it is I, the world-famous great detective and waxwork, Sherlock Holmes.
Susato-san! She just passed out and fainted.
My most humble apologies.
I thought I died and gone to eternal paradise for a moment, via London.
My dear madam, allow me to make amends by offering you a tasty free deduction at some point. As long as it's not of questionable street food quality.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Merely a secret identity, you understand, though the case is largely solved now.
Largely.
We're talking about the waxwork abduction, I presume? Indeed we are, my friend. As I predicted, it was as easy as proverbial pie. Though I confess, I'm yet to partake of a pie, proverbial or otherwise, or any food so far for that matter. Bro is hungry. Oh, well. Do remember I said it was largely solved. Anyway, I simply negotiated with the culprit. Are you familiar with the so-called telephone? No.
Oh yes, the most modern invention allowing you to hold a conversation from far away. In Japan, only the imperial capital and a handful of other cities are connected as well.
This morning, a telephone call was received here from the perpetrator of the abduction. As such, I was able to negotiate terms, and in the end, the next waxwork was returned. That's amazing. But between you and I, it would appear the culprit has always intended to return the stolen waxwork in any event. That's suspicious.
But I thought they demanded a ransom.
Yes, I think perhaps. The ransom demands were necessary to avoid unwanted suspicion regarding the true motive.
But negotiating was entirely unnecessary.
A fact I must ask you to keep from Madame Tusples at all cost. Our hungry young Iris awaits my return to Baker Street after all. Poor Iris. Poor Tusples. Do I sense you have some business with this? Great waxwork.
What a silly guy. Oh my god, it's so cold.
Name of Enoch Drebber.
We already kind of found a way to find him. A swindler, an engineer, quite the modern man. We need to locate him before the trial. We already found a way of finding him. I have no data yet. It is a capital mistake to have good ideas before one has data. If I knew something of the man's appearance, at least, it would be in a better position. I have that. Wait. Oh wait, no, that's the professor. Oh no, that's the right person. Okay. An Englishman looks broadly the same, of course. So look at the photograph won't be particularly instructive. Are you right, Mr. Shams? This is exactly what I expected. Ah, yes, forgive me. Very interesting, this. Very interesting indeed. Find out he's like Moriarty. Still waiting for a Moriarty character.
What's wrong, Mr. Shams? You've turned quite pale all of a sudden.
We're gonna find out that Enoch Drebber looks like the professor. Surely. Mr. Shams, did you lie to us? My dear Naruhodo, stay that piercing stare. What is this about?
Last winter when we first on our way to Britain aboard the steamship. Your words were very clear. Let us unravel this mystery and discover what led to this curious murder. You told us it was a murder. You examined Kazuma-sama's body.
Indeed, and wherein lies the problem? We met him earlier today, the victim, Kazuma-sama Osogi. You're quite sure?
He was wearing some sort of mask and was apparently suffering from amnesia. But yes, I'm quite sure. It was Kazuma-sama. You must have known at the time, Mr. Shams, that he wasn't actually dead.
Well, I can only assume I was swept up in the murderous atmosphere of the moment. But the fellow wasn't dead at all. Ha ha ha. Priceless. I don't suppose that performance would pass muster, would it, Naruhodo? I will believe that the crewman present at the time made a mistake, but not you, Mr. Shams. I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure that was probably one of the first lines he said to us back on the boat. It sounds kind of familiar, right? And this is like coming back later or after all this time to be like, we lie, please, Mr. Shams. Tomorrow in court, you will find yourself on the threshold of a very great mystery. For now, I'm afraid that's all I can say. I have a suggestion. Will you indulge me? Dude, the stakes are getting so high in this game and I'm so excited. I explained to you when you arrived, the missing waxwork has been returned, and I personally reinstalled it in the exhibit. Yeah, the professor exhibit, isn't it? Would you like to see it? For a mere 5 shilling. That's a special one-time only price, you understand. Opportunity won't come again, I might add. Wouldn't you like to see the fruits of my labor? The price is very reasonable, 5 shillings. I think you'll find it well worth it. Are you being quite serious? Surely you need only look at my expression to ascertain if this is seriousness or silliness. Bit of a hit or miss. Yes. Gratefully received. Show, come on.
Let's go see the special exhibit.
It's gotta look like him, right? Oh. Okay, I clicked through that a little fast. Huh? Oh. No head.
Oh dear, I felt a shiver run down my spine.
I think we turn on our heels and go straight home.
We certainly can't do that. We paid 5 shillings already.
True. Interestingly, does that look like it's a guy with a monocle? Did he find? It's far more... The nerve of that great diddling detective is far more terrifying than anything else in this place. This must be what Mr. Shobbs meant when he said largely solved. But this guy looks like he has a black monocle. Mr. Sholmes heavily implied there'd be a clue about the engineer in here, didn't he?
We'll get what we paid for.
Is that fear or frustration that's making Sasato-san's voice tremble? Let me have a look. Young man in a white overcoat.
He has a large shovel in his hand too. Look.
Show the head. Show the head. Show the head, you fucking coward. Can't see his face well, can you? Perhaps if I just... Damn. Oh. What on earth?
How can...
I don't believe it. A black monocle!
Mr. Naruhodo, is it possible that this man is...
Yeah. Enoch Drebber.
Color of his hair is different, but...
He was there with the professor? Or he is the... sorry, is he is the professor? Why is there a body coming out of the grave? Who came out of the grave? Oh, it's a scene of the Reaper! So it's like the spirit of Clint coming out of the grave to haunt Enoch Drebber?
It's unmistakably him.
Okay. Indeed it is. Mr. Sholmes? This man is the subject of your present hunt, I believe. Yeah, that's right. Just who is this man? Why is he here in the exhibit? Why does the comic behind him have no head? Head was missing when the model was returned by the thief who stole it. And the case isn't solved yet, is it? Did I not say so myself? Largely solved. I must locate the missing head to a Madam would say, or I'll be in grave trouble. A very hungry iris still awaits my return to Baker Street, preferably with rations. Ugh.
You know, though, something about this room is strange.
Strange? What do you mean?
Well, the displays in the House of Horrors are supposed to depict real events, are they not?
Indeed they are, Mrs. Sato. Do go on.
And as terrifying as they are, the scenes in the other exhibits are unbelievable. But this one's... surely couldn't ever really have happened, could it?
I think it's time I educated you a little about the nature of the incidents involving the professor 10 years ago. This is usually the part of the game where they like make you have a whole chapter based on the past, but maybe not yet. Maybe later. I believe I told you a little about the professor yesterday, did I not? He took the lives of 5 victims, everyone being either member of the aristocracy or royalty. All were attacked by an enormous hunting hound and had their throat ripped from their bodies.
Oh gosh, an enormous hound. How horrible.
After taking the life of his 5th victim, the killer was apprehended. It was a case of unprecedented magnitude in Britain, you understand. Accordingly, the professor was tried in a closed court. No members of the public were permitted. Closed court? So you mean the professor's identity? As you've surmised, my dear fellow, his identity was never made public, but he knows it, weirdly enough. Naturally, he was found guilty, and was summarily sentenced to death by hanging.
he's alive. He was buried in a grave at Lowgate Cemetery, which adjoined the rear of the prison where he had been held. However, that was not the end of the affair.
Oh?
The very night that he was buried, the convicted man came back to life.
And back to life.
He clawed his way out of the ground and emerged into the moonlit graveyard. The exhibit here depicts that very scene as described by the sole witness of those chilling events.
Was a witness?
But of course, my dear fellow, it was none other than the young man in the white overcoat. Okay, so he's not the professor. He is. But this means this guy is probably covering up the professor's, he knows the professor's identity and probably is covering up. By telling this story, he's just creating a massive dramatic story to cover up the fact that he probably helped this man out.
He saw it happen?
So Swagswork model of Enoch Drebber. 10 years ago, the convicted professor, having been gibbeted and buried, emerged from his grave in the dead of night. The sole witness to that unimaginable scene was this young man. From appearances, I would say he was about 20 years old.
It's so horrifying.
Scared out of his wits, the young Drebber ran to a nearby police station to report the incident. And the sheer terror of what he'd seen is said to have turned his hair white overnight. Again, I don't believe that for a fucking second. As shown in the photograph. For the following few days, the story of what he had seen was on every front page of the capital. The public was frantic for every last detail about the killer who'd come back to life. So, the man who's known for his tricks and deceit in the scientific community is the sole person who knows about the professor apparently coming back to life. Very sus. Okay.
I can quite understand why the man's hair turned white, but what I don't understand is what Mr. Drebber was doing in the first place, in a lonely graveyard in the middle of the night.
Yeah, I agree. What he up to? The professor acts of terror threw London's upper classes into complete panic 10 years ago. It was a great scandal, one may say, at the very highest levels of society. And since the killer's identity was never made public, rumors abounded. After all, no killer had ever before systematically employed a dog as a weapon of murder. Yeah, I can imagine the impact the case must have had. But in time, of course, the rumors abated. So too did the talk of the shocking witness account of the convict who came back to life. It was forgotten, dismissed as a dubious ghost story, as a preposterous parlor tale. Or was it?
But why did people stop believing it?
Why? Simply because there was no resurrection to speak of, as we established, in fact. What do you mean by no resurrection? The police investigated the grave in Lowgate Cemetery and published their findings. The convict's body was found to be buried exactly where it had been following the execution.
No, but that would mean Mr. Drebber must have lied to the police and the newspapers.
That would appear to be the only logical explanation, yes. You know what, in that case, I do like this. This kind of creates a nice picture of Enoch Drebber. Because you can imagine, like, maybe you saw something like this, whether he was lying or not. Can you imagine if you weren't lying about this? You rang up the police and was like, I swear this happened, and no one believed you, and it made headlines everywhere. Like, you'd sit there and be like, everyone thinks I'm a fraud, so I might as well become what people think I am, you know, that whole kind of mentality. So it kind of explains why he ended up becoming such a fraudster. Because if his name, wherever he went, had this whole idea that, like, you know, no matter what, he would be a fraud, then he might as well double down and keep being a fraud. Young man subsequently vanished from society, and nothing has been heard of him since. It's rather striking, then, that he should resurface now, don't you think? Drebber's hair is unusually white. Also, I have a theory. It's also really interesting that
they talked about how it was a closed court. I don't know about you, but like, closed court makes you think you have like the most esteemed people possible to be in charge of that court. Who was more esteemed than Dr. Makotoba from the other country, the Judge Jikoku, and Judge Jikoku and Lord Strongheart, obviously. So it's kind of, obviously them three all know about what happened, but also it means they're the ones who know what actually happened to the professor. Because obviously we're gonna find out the professor is alive in some capacity. Whether it's Makotoba or, not sure. Probably the incident was an out and out lie. Alright, am I supposed to do anything else here? Oh, I haven't examined this scene actually. Okay. The number? We're not gonna care about the number on his front. Condemned man. So-called professor. Then perhaps his head was chopped off by a guillotine.
But unable to find peace, he emerged from his grave as a headless ghost.
Do we have to entertain such terrifying ideas, Mr. Sato? Anyway, I'm sure the model had a head once. There's a metal fitting for it, seem.
Then perhaps Mr. Sholmes absent-mindedly forgot to reattach it. Or perhaps the thief absent-mindedly forgot to include the head.
Actually, this is actually... This is a very interesting point, actually. What if Madame Tusples was actually helped... This was her masterpiece, right? She said she got to, like, look at the dead body before it passed away to, like, make the model, right? I can't remember if that was directly or not, but the point is that if you're trying to cover up the identity of the professor, and then this wax figurine lady is like, hey, I made this cool artifact, like, wouldn't you steal that away and then take the head to de-identify him? So they've deliberately done this. Possibly the government itself, possibly Sholmes himself, decided to take this away, put the ransom up to de-identify who the professor is, potentially. Caught inside the convict's jacket here. Looks like a piece of broken glass. It's quite big too.
It's very thick, isn't it? About 3 times thicker than normal window glazing, I'd say.
Where could such a thick piece of glass have come from? A thick piece of glass. Oh. The Crystal Tower. So this was at the Crystal Tower. So this, I mean, it was at least stolen to be used as a part of the thing. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Glass had to span a particular wide area, such as the big building, for example.
I've seen a large glass building recently. It's when the glass was broken too.
You don't mean?
Exactly. The Crystal Tower of the Great Exhibition.
Why would glass from the Crystal Tower be lodged inside this waxwork jacket?
Alright, so they definitely stole this to be used in the thingamajig. Is it just a coincidence? You know, who knows? It's a shame that they wouldn't let me, like, pick out what was happening.
Light.
Is it bedtime? It is bedtime.
There'd be a lens in the middle, so I believe it's probably a camera.
British technology is incredible, isn't it? I mean, what about Mr. Sholmes' skin prints?
Perhaps you should treat Mr. Sholmes' inventions as exceptions to the rule. And anyway, why would there be a graveyard at night with a camera?
That's a really interesting point. Wait. No, wait. Hold up. Just say I can... What? No. Ah! Oh. Hi, Gina. What the bleeding Nora Otto? What have you gone and done? Wait a second. Open it. Cover came off.
Yes, now there should be a glass plate inside. To change the plate with each new photograph you want to take, you see.
Something wrong?
There's no plate. It's been removed.
Oh, what a pity. This wouldn't be the actual camera that was used at the time, just like the waxwork isn't the actual person. We found a photographic print of the executed convict coming back to life anyway.
Oh yeah, you're quite right.
Still doesn't mean this is potentially important in some capacity. I don't know. Oh look, there's blood on it. Yum. Love that.
What a wonderful machine.
Really love contraptions, don't you?
Oh yes.
So wait, they moved the entire scene, including the two different bodies, over to the other scene? That's really hard to believe. I thought it was just one body they took, not the whole scene.
Father tells the time by rumblings of his stomach now. He's given up having a watch.
That's a good way to do it, honestly.
Mr. Naruhodo.
What is it?
On the bellows just here, there seems to be some very dark red stains.
It's like blood.
Oh my.
Sure it's not what you're thinking. Sure it's not what you're thinking. Oh. Alright. Okay. Gina, what are you doing here?
Oh, I asked Iris and she said this is where you'd be. So,
Gina.
what's so loud in the museum?
Madam Dustbills will have to take a position as a waxwork if you're not careful. I think there may be a more pressing concern.
Oh, I still had some flesh powder left from 6 months ago, so... Gina, we understand, but please put down the gun. Sorry, I got scared.
What brings you here, Gina?
What brings me here? What do you think? We found it. We found the dog at Dodgy's Cove workshop.
What? You found Drebber's workshop?
Yep, Toby's nose brought me straight there. Boss and the others are heading over there now in the drag. So come on. Here's the address. Got the boss to write it down. Oh, thank you, Gina. We'll making our way over there. All right then. See you then. There. Then there.
See you, Shams. We're leaving you here, buddy.
You go. Don't mind me. I'll just stay here, being still.
What?
I know my place in the exhibit over there.
Poor guy. It's weird seeing his eyes like that, though. Let's go, Shams. You're coming.
Your words hearten me, I must say, but if I were to shirk my duties here, Madam would have me pay monetary recompense.
But forget that. I'll pay for everything. Everything?
Well, there's not a moment to lose, my dear fellow. I shall hail a carriage at once.
He's so funny. No offer to share the cost from Mr. Shams, then.
I shall gladly pay half, Mr. Naruhodo.
Thank you, Mr. Sato. Right, let's go. How much was the difference, though? Wow. Looky, looky. Hey, look, a quiver. That proves what happened. But why is there a thing here?
It's another super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine.
Indeed, it would appear so, though only a prototype, naturally.
Ah, you got here then? Gina, well done for finding this place. In such little time, you've really worked miracles. It's Darby here who's the miracle worker. Woof.
Oh, I thought your lot would show up before long.
Oh, Inspector. Looks like he's eating lemon, not a bag of fish.
So, Inspector, is there any sign of the engineer?
Sadly not, we don't find a soul in here.
Oh, what a shame.
Well, thank you for letting us know about the place and giving us a chance to investigate.
According to what Gina told me, we only found it thanks to a clue that you lot turned up. I wouldn't want to say go to Paris with a debt of gratitude unpaid now, would I?
Thank you.
Anyway, if you're hoping to snoop around in here, I'll get cracking. Lord Van Zeek's and forensic investigation team are on their way as we speak. Them again. Imagine you've got the picture by now. They don't take too kindly to lawyer types.
Prosecutors are lawyers. Well then, let's turn this place upside down whilst we have the chance.
And you, Sholmes.
Pardon?
They take even less kindly to great detectives than they do to lawyers. Ha 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 ha.
Very droll, Gregson, very droll. But you may consider me nothing more than an inconspicuous waxwork model. Alright then. Okay. Best to leave it there if I'm gonna stop. We were so close though, we were so close. Oh well, that'll have to be till tomorrow. Well, at least hopefully by the end of Monday, be like really close to like the end. And hey, we have Tuesday. Well, I mean, I'll still be playing it for probably the next week, unfortunately. Anyways, it doesn't feel like Friday, guys. It's weird. Even though it does feel like Friday. I take it back. I'm glad it's Friday. It doesn't feel like Friday, but I'm glad it is Friday, because Friday has been shit. Anyway. Nice. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you'll have an excellent day today and tomorrow, okay? Look after yourselves, alright? Yeah, we have a wonderful weekend, okay? I'm gonna have a good weekend. I'm very excited about the weekend. That's weird. Oh. It says here that I haven't clipped anything since... There was a lady, what was her name? It says here I haven't clipped anything for a while. That's odd. I know I probably didn't clip in the last hour, but I feel like I did plenty of clipping before. Oh, well, that's my problem later. Anyway, have a good night, everybody, alright? Look after yourselves, and have a wonderful weekend, okay? Bye-bye. Take care of yourselves.